Heyo, welcome back to the show. I woke up. I'm still alive! Still alive! Didn't die. Didn't die once in my sleep. I love it. That's usually just the goal. Just wake up. Fucking, oh man, my head's spinning. I actually took a nap on Rudy. I was just like, yeah, you do your thing. I just curl up. Oh man, and then I spilled my beer and it got on my shirt. And I had to take my shirt off. And I just covered myself up in a blanket and I look like I just got saved from a burning building or something. I don't know, I love it. I still have a headache. I still need water. I need water. Water. Let's check on my endeavors here. Since we're up and doing things. I just check in with you guys, let you know I didn't die, luckily. I do need a lot of water though. A lot of water. I need more water actually. A lot of water. A lot of water. Rough night. Rough night. Yeah, so this is actually a little bed bug cover because I live in apartments and people get bed bugs sometimes. And when you got to put things in storage, luckily it's spill proof. There's a link to be had with the rabbits. Is there a link to be had with the drinking or with the bed? Oh, because I spilled a little bit of drinky drink on one of the blankets. Yeah, because I fell asleep. I was holding my beer and was like, and I spilled it. And I spilled it on my shirt too. I had to take off my shirt. I woke up wearing a sweater. Apparently, at some point, I got up, just put on the sweater, and that was it. And I went back to sleep. I love it. Uh, I felt like it would have got very creepy if we saw into other people's lives like that. But could have been worse. Could have been worse. I mean, not really. I mean, yeah. Oh, silly wabbit, do you want to come up now? Sure. Sure. We got a minute. I got about a couple minutes here. You're not porno, are you? You're not going to show me your lagunas. We saw your nips. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. I'm proud of these things. They're like little dimes. They're like baby dimes. My nips. I was trying to be a very Dr. Dave, very Dr. Dave type individual. Not my lagunas. Oh Lord, yeah, I need some water, dude. I need some more water. Oh yeah, I was worried. You might see my nips. You might see my nips. I'm all back there like a monster. But I put it channel members only. So if you do want to see that, you gotta be a channel member. All right. We'll put up silly, but you better not be porno. If you're porno, I'm gonna be mad. We already saw enough nipples. Hello?
No, I'm not porno. Trust me. I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't recognize your voice.
Okay.
What's his up?
Uh, just don't show Dr. Dave those titties because he might want to
Oh, Dr. Dave's gonna come hard when he sees those.
lick on him a little bit. You know what
Uh,
I mean?
Dr. Dave, the video's still there. You just gotta join my channel members if you wanna see. You can watch me sleep for a good 2 hours.
Right.
That was interesting. I do it. I did not even notice. I left the stream up, and then when I guess because I walked away and I didn't plan to go to sleep, I just walked away for a bit, and then Drunk Angel's like, "What was I doing when I come back?" And just fucking flop in the bed and go to sleep. I wake up and I'm like, I just start talking to Rudy, like, yeah, 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 I see you, I see you.
I
And
like Rudy. You know, Rudy's a good person. He's a good panel member.
right?
I, I like him.
Hopefully, he would have shut it down or something if I did something too crazy somehow. I don't
Right,
think he
right.
would be able to, honestly. I think once it just goes on forever, I would just wake up and I'd be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I think it would
Oh,
just
did
go
I
on.
really keep that live stream going all night? Oh my God, what
Rudy
was I
did,
thinking?
right? Rudy was holding that down for me. It would have kept going. It would have just been me sleeping, people watching me move around.
Yeah. Hey, I want to apologize to you for the stream that me and Michael Cerrone was on about me doing all the cussing and everything. I want to apologize for that to you right now.
Was it over here?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it was on
That's
your
cool.
channel.
We are trying to rein it in a bit. We're trying to be more YouTube friendly. They're not gonna be happy with my nips.
Yeah, that your nips are just like YouTube famous right at the moment.
Hey, wait do you see my nips? Wait do you see my nips?
No, but that's all I think I wanted to say to you, Ham Banana. You're welcome over my channel anytime.
Oh yeah, I've heard you've been doing panels. That's cool.
Yeah, you're welcome over to my channel anytime. I'll put you up there. But
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
just
I'll pop in. I pop in everywhere. I kind
I
of.
just wanted to apologize to you for breaking out the F bomb on your panel with Mike Cerrone.
Yeah, no worries. That happens when Mike's in the house.
Yeah, he's a character in himself, if you know what I mean.
Rudy was kept the chat going. He is a troop. He really is nice. Yeah. So why don't you and Mike like each other?
Um, he's just a douchebag, liar. He's a liar. He lies
He's a
about
liar for
everything.
sure. He seems like a pathological liar.
He is a pathological liar. He lies about everything. And then he'll be like talking bad about you one day, and oh no, I didn't say that. I apologize if I did.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, for real.
We're like, just quit doing it then.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's up in the chat room.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
Michael.
I love it. Stop talking about me, Randy. Damn, that's
Yeah,
rough.
he can't even type my name right. Come on.
Like, I was so drunk, I accidentally burned like the opposite side of my joint yesterday.
Oh
That's
crap.
that's the filter part, and there's like the part where it's like the weed and stuff goes up to. I
Yeah.
think at some point
It,
I was like,
it's like
kind of,
what side am I lighting today, you know?
right? I did that before with a cigarette one time when I was real nervous with a girl and I accidentally lit the wrong side of the cigarette and we were sharing the cigarette. So it was funny
It,
because I was like, I was so nervous. I tried to light it for her and like it was like the wrong side and I had to give it to her with a burnt little butt. You know,
yeah,
it was
hey, I did that the same myself a few times. Just like you putting a cigarette in your mouth, you're gonna light it. You putting the tobacco in your mouth, you're trying to light your filter. It's like, what the heck is going on?
yeah, it was a little embarrassing to me. Who's Bean?
Yeah,
Bean
it's
backstage.
crazy.
Who is Bean?
Who's backstage? Bean?
Oh, who is he? I don't know who he is. Do I know this guy?
I've seen
He's
the
saying
name a
yes.
couple
He's
times,
like,
but I
yes, you
really
know
don't.
me. You
I don't.
know me. All right, we'll see.
I
We'll
don't know
see.
who it is.
Don't be porn, Bean. Don't be porn.
Man, how many times do we go through this? Hey, I've been on panel with you 3 times at least.
I'm like a
How are you?
goldfish. I'm a goldfish guy. I forget things. I swim around. I get blackout drunk, and I wake up and don't know anybody.
There's only
Yeah,
one face with smiley face like this here.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
more.
Is that like ignoramus? I like that
Yeah,
name.
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Nice.
me. That's it.
No,
Hey,
I've seen Bean back. Sorry, brother. I've
yeah,
seen
go ahead.
Bean in a couple other chat rooms. He seems pretty cool.
Okay.
I would
Very,
think
very
so.
on edge around here.
No.
Exactly
You don't.
right.
Hey, Banana, have
Yeah,
you watched your stream from last night, man?
I watched it. Yeah, I was watching it this morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dude, that was the first thing I started making fun of. That was the first thing. Or like we talked about my nips. I woke up in a
Ah,
sweater, dude. I woke up in a sweater. And,
I
like,
know.
dude, Rudy was talking, and I'm like this, like just trying to stay awake. And eventually, I'm like fading, and then I just go off and just go to sleep. I just walk, just straight up walk off and go to sleep. I loved it. It was great.
So anyway, man, I really hope that you say sorry to Laguna, man. You
What did I say
really,
to her?
Oh, you
oh,
you
come
you
on, you
trash.
really, yeah,
You
go
What
ahead.
bashed
did
her
I?
really bad. Come
Did
on,
I?
dude.
I've been bashing her. I've been bashing her though. What
Yeah,
did I
but
say?
it was nasty bashing last night. You
What
were
did I
way
say?
too drunk. Well, you called
Yep.
a bitch and fuck you and all sorts of
Oh
nasty
yeah, I
things,
do that
man.
a lot of things. I do that a lot of times. That's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
but
Yeah, but she's a woman. Come on, man.
Oh, see,
And
no, we're doing feminists though. We do feminism around here.
hey,
Equal
no, we
rights.
do
Shiz.
preferred women that are
Me
in the
and with your
chat and
heart.
they like.
Me
Yeah,
with your
okay.
heart. We had that conversation yesterday. We're doing feminism. It starts out, like the way you would
Oh, I didn't
treat
know
a
that,
guy.
Shiz. Yeah, well, fuck her too then.
Oh man.
Well, no. We start out nice. We usually just treat them like guys. Yeah, we treat them like a guy, and then they gotta punch back a little bit.
Why would you?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really actually know her. Was she on panel?
Yeah, she played chess with you.
Nice. Did she beat me?
Yes, as usual.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. What were we arguing about? I don't even remember talking to her.
I don't know. I had to catch a restream, but I didn't watch it all. I just seen where Michael Cerrone was up here, and I didn't care
Lauren,
about anything
Lauren
else.
attacks my deceased baby. Holy shit. Does she? Holy shit. Well, that
Holy
might.
cow!
I mean, but to be fair, Lauren was on Joey's panel calling women fat bitches just yesterday. So I mean, hey, if we make
That,
jokes, I mean,
that's between
Shiz.
Ladybug and all them, you know? Come
I
on.
know it's still the same thing. I mean, feminism. Remember, equal rights. We're doing feminism over here.
Really, it's called common courtesy, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know.
And that went out the window last night, but for sure. This was a shit show here.
Oh man, I love it. I do shit shows. That's kind of why I don't really do live streams. Usually I just do videos. But man, oh I love it. I hope she comes back today. I would love to have a conversation with her.
Circle jerk. What Shiz
Circle
talking
jerk.
about?
Wait, what?
Shiz said a circle jerk.
I'm out. I wanted to see a circle jerk. Well, I guess we can silly uh
Go ahead.
sticky up my shoes. Go ahead and let's sticky up each other's shoes real quick.
Okay.
You guys ever see read the book 10 Little Indians?
No.
12. Let's go
Oh,
12.
12. Oh, is it 12 Little Indians? Is that what it was?
Yeah. 12
Okay,
little
yeah.
Indians.
There's a whole page and a half about how to properly do a circle jerk with guys.
Fudge.
Yeah, like literally, it's like no thinking of the guy next to you's girlfriend, blah blah blah. There's like no making eye contact, something about shoes. Funny, just some weird stuff.
I mean, if Shiz says if Shiz says that she bashed on
Yeah,
her
relax,
deceased child, then
dude,
there's a
dude.
problem.
Lauren gets down in the mud with everybody else, dude. I mean, honestly, I've seen her say all kinds of kind of borderline vile stuff that would just be like, I mean, yeah. So
Yeah, I can't deny that one, man. But, I hope she changes a little bit. That she's got a career good to
yeah,
think
we
of.
all got to change. Honestly, I can't keep doing what I did yesterday. Obviously, if
Yeah,
I want to, if I want to keep doing YouTube stuff, I can't just be drunk all the time.
from what I
But
seen last night, that was some crazy ass bullcrap.
It was fun.
For real.
I understand the bashing with Michael Cerrone. There's no question about that. I understand it with Vegas Valley. I know Silly Weapon is going to have an opinion on that one. But that's what your channel is based on, and I love it because of it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah, we're not actually like targeting Laguna, but I I feel like yeah. See, here she is. I have clips of her doing it. She followed me on ID's channel to say that you're pro-choice. You can't mourn stillborn babies. Whoa. Told me my son didn't exist. So much worse. She's vile. I hope she grows up. Yes. So that was the point I was trying to get to. Like Laguna is not an angel. I'm
no,
not an
she's not.
angel, but we're doing equal rights, we're doing feminism. So we start out, kind of like, hey, that's a guy almost in my mind. We start out that way because, I ain't taken, so I'm not thinking with my dick.
Hey, Shiz.
Thinking with my head brain.
Hey, Shiz. Next, if I ever go on a Kate's panel, I'm sitting right beside you. That's a fact.
You and Joey. Joey tried so hard to sit next to her.
I didn't know that, Chiz, man, that she did that. I didn't know.
Hey, Rudy.
That's not cool.
Hey, Rudy.
Yeah, so I mean, like, there is a little bit of like things I would love to ask her about. Or
no, I'm not pulling a VV. I was just making a joke, Shiz. Don't worry about it.
What's pulling a VV? What is that?
Vegas Valley.
Yeah, but like, what did he do?
Oh, he was whining and crying because he wasn't sitting beside Shiz.
Oh, right. Yeah. My bad. See, I'm still spaced out. I'm gonna go get me some more water. You guys chat amongst yourselves.
I mean, come on. For real? I'm a weird guy there, Michael Cerrone, the convicted felon. Shut your pie hole, man.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I think there's a little sun right here.
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing, Rudy?
Pretty good. I was like filling in for Banana a little bit, but I was like, I'm not a wrench, not an admin or anything. But, trying to keep the show going a little bit. I was starting to get tired myself, too.
I love that I just straight up took a nap. I'm just like, I totally kind of just like was out of it because I was fucking definitely very cross-faded.
Hey, Rudy.
My time butter right here.
Rudy, I was going to call you something, but I can't call you that because somebody else called you that.
Yeah, I have a lot of people call me shit. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm not going to call. I just thought it was a stupid ass
comment. Oh, no, we got Laguna. This is gonna get bad.
That's Nunzio.
No, that's Nunzio.
No, in the comment section.
I like, and Shiz is cool. Shiz and Kate are cool ladies.
Yeah, hello?
Hey, how's it going, Nunzio?
And I like Lord Laguna too, but I really be a peacemaker. But if they can't make peace,
go ahead. Hold on a second, Rudy. Go ahead, Nunzio.
Yo, no worry about it. It's a good thing. My apologies. I didn't know that.
Oh, my earphones ain't even working.
No worries about it. You know what I'm saying? Before I spoke to the other guy, and that won't happen again, cuz.
No, it's okay. It's all good.
No offense. Anyway, so what's going on here, fellas? How's your day?
Good. I mean, I'm just freaking trying to get my bearings back again.
Because you were so fucking drunk last night.
Dude, I drank and I literally had a whole nother tall can like sitting. I have a cup holder over here.
Drink some water. Drink some water.
Yeah, dude, this is my second one.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah, you gotta drink some water. Yeah, drink some water because alcohol dehydrates you.
Yes, it will. That's a fact.
Yeah, water works.
I've had hangovers before in the past. They are not cool. And I'm a light drinker right now. I don't drink a lot. Most I've ever drank is 8 beers.
Oh, nice.
I'm a light.
I like Hennessy. I drink Hennessy.
Oh, nice.
Whiskey?
Hennessy. No, that's not whiskey. It's bourbon.
Bourbon, sorry.
Yep.
I used to, back when I was like working my first job, I used to come home and I would be like drinking Hennessy, bumping some Tupac, be drinking like straight Hennessy, dude, just buying the little bottle, like.
Yo,
fucking.
You ever tried a white Hennessy before?
No.
It's imported from other countries, right?
Yeah.
And it's like if you get it, it's good, bro. It's like it's very rare. You know, you got to know somebody that goes through the country that and send it through, or bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody that can make that shit themselves, like kind of.
Well, Hennessy. I mean, yeah, you could, but it wouldn't be the real,
Yeah, it would. It would.
This is good for cooking right here.
Oh, there you
I
go.
use this for cooking. That's what I do.
And then Johnny Walker Blue label, can't go wrong with that.
Cooking.
Was that vanilla?
Yeah, vanilla Jim Beam bourbon. Jim Beam.
Oh, nice.
And I use it for cooking purposes.
Ooh, cognac.
I've also used tequila on burgers before one time.
Nice.
Kind of-
Making those gourmet burgers. Making me hungry.
Adds flavor to it.
Yeah, I
like
don't
if you
drink
cook,
too much anymore. I
yeah,
rather smoke a joint, you know,
yeah,
something like that.
yeah. My dad don't like drinking either. He smokes.
I'm starting to get a double chin, actually. I should cut back because I get that, and then I start getting a bit of a belly when I drink
Yeah.
Nah, you're skinny, dude.
day to day.
Then your titty, then your boobs start getting bigger, right?
Hey, man,
Yeah.
they're bigger.
I'll
They're
stop
bigger
that
than
latte.
Lagunas. hey, me or Laguna? Come on.
You're like Fat Bastard says, I got bigger titties than you. I got more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
crap.
999
And like I said, I you know, there's these ladies I know. Sometimes ladies don't like each other. You know, you like these ladies, but they don't like each other. And I'm like, you know, I could try and give the olive branch, but if they can't, there's nothing you can do about it. I just be real civil with the ladies. You know.
yeah,
I
of course.
I know that Shiz and Kate don't like
I think,
Lauren.
I
you know.
think you know, I don't want both parties to take no offense to this, right?
Yeah.
I think one was intoxicated, as you know.
Yeah, ladybug.
Yeah, she's not innocent at all, man.
No, she's not.
Nobody's innocent.
Yeah,
Well,
I honestly
Ladybug-
don't know what the
Ladybug
hell's
does
going
some
on
stuff,
at this
too.
point. You know, fill me in.
You guys, I don't know what's going on with anything. I just woke up hungover.
All I,
Go ahead,
all I
Bean.
remember, Nunzio, is that you were gonna show him his ammunition, your ammunition again.
Oh,
with
nice.
Cerrone.
Hey, another cup of coffee.
Give
That was
him-
last
give him-
night.
Give him the
I don't know
clip.
if you remember that.
No, what it was, Ladybug turned her camera on, and she's
Ooh,
ugly
yeah.
as fuck. She's ugly as fuck.
She finally
She
turned
did?
it on? Nice.
Yes,
She
yes,
did?
Yeah, by
Oh, yeah.
accident. By accident.
Oh, like.
Oh, no way, man.
Yes, she did. Yes, she
Okay.
did.
Ever
It's
since
captured
then,
on
you-
stream?
Yes,
Saul has
it-
been
it-
calling
it's
her
on
Frankenfoot and stuff, all this crazy stuff.
So
The
the only reason why Ladybug is going after the women is because they are
She's
prettier
insecure.
than her, and she don't want them around. Plain and
Yeah.
simple.
Well, that's
Oh, wow.
That's kind of like you know, the whole psychology thing with women when they get jealous. They get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying all
easy to
women.
see with Julia. When Julia sees another woman, immediately she's just like, "Who
Yeah.
the fuck is this?" You know,
Yeah.
like kind of like very on the ends, very edgy. You know, just
Well,
like,
that's Joey's thing. He gets all these ladies, and then they're all like, he turns it into a
Frankenfoot.
Has anybody seen Julia's face yet?
No, nobody
No,
has.
not yet.
Nobody has. Nobody has yet, but it's coming. Trust me.
Okay, good.
I've showed my mug. I don't care what people think, you know.
All we know from you is a pizza box, Rudy. That's all I ever see with you stream.
No, no. You
I
know,
was eating the pizza. Yeah, I know. I was eating some Papa Murphy's.
you know how I.
pizzas
You
for
know how
15
I know
bucks.
Rudy from? I know Rudy from a fucking milk carton box.
Yeah.
Found them. We found them.
No, I don't know.
We've been looking for them since
you
the
know,
80s, but we
Like I
found
said, you got to take criticism. You got to, but there's some things you just don't cross. Don't call nobody a pedo. You can call me a dirty hippie, call me all this other bullshit that don't mean nothing.
I agree. I agree.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, someone make fun of, I mean, I know Mike Cerrone said, "Oh yeah, Rudy, you got nice hair." I was like being funny, making, you know, I know he was just.
Nah, I was
funny
talking
there.
about the Witch of Heart situation with Hannah.
Oh, I like her.
Oh,
I like
yeah,
her.
yeah. We ended up
No,
getting
she's
along
cool.
after all.
No, I
Witch of
said that. Remember when I
Witch
said
of
to
Heart
her
is
and she
awesome.
took his? I said she
Yeah,
looked
she
like
Yeah,
fucked
Witch
wet
of
with
Heart
witch
is
that.
shit.
shit.
And
She's
we
very
ended up getting
nice.
along.
She's
Hey,
you know,
Kefa.
she's
Yeah.
nice. I like that woman.
Oh yeah, I like her. She,
Hey,
she looks
Far,
like,
where were you last night when I needed you?
He was here. He
said
was here,
couldn't
and then
be-
he split
was
because of
on his-
BSBT.
Oh.
A piece of shit, man.
BSBT is definitely
Corrections got on his ass.
100% piece of fucking
Remember
shit.
corrections? He was telling him to shut the up, and he was cussing his ass out, calling him a piece of shit, worthless piece of crap, and all that. He was dogging on Josh. You know, it was crazy.
He's
I
just
was
a
worried
woman
about
beater.
that. I was like, did these guys
know.
know each other when they let them up? I was
Well,
like, I don't know. I
PayPal
don't know
Patty's a
what
woman beater
directions I was
too,
doing.
even though he looks like a woman himself. But you know,
Oh yeah, he is.
He is
he does
he
definitely.
sounds like a woman. I thought when you say a glimpse of him, I thought he was a lesbian chick or something.
That's been proven that he is a woman beater.
Yep.
Both of them.
Yeah, yeah.
PayPal Patty? Oh yeah.
PayPal
Yeah.
Patty is,
Yeah.
yeah. PayPal Patty
Yeah.
for sure. I don't. Who else are we talking about here? Josh?
I remember I
Josh?
saw this.
I don't think Josh isn't necessarily a beater. I think he might have.
I-
I think he might have
Nah.
grabbed Lillian and something like that. Apparently, she didn't know Bruce, according to her.
Yeah.
Liliana.
Liliana, yeah, Liliana. Oh yeah, because Lillian's like their kid, huh?
No, it's like Liliana. Don't call her Lily. It's Liliana.
No, she hates that shit.
Liliana. My
Yeah,
niece's
because
name
I
is
think
Lily.
it's one of Josh's kids' names or something.
Yeah,
isn't it?
he's convicted. Yeah, I know he's a convicted. I know. I do strongly
Oh,
believe
is
he does
he?
have warrants.
Wow.
He does have warrants for his arrest, but you know he needs to get them fixed. You know, I saw him on his live stream and he made a fool of himself on Zoom. That and I saw it. I think it was on Product Troll or maybe it was K-Far's channel. I don't remember, but he should have. He shouldn't have said, "I just want to be left alone." I'm like, no, dude, you're in court. You need to plead innocent or guilty, whatever the ones. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're the defendant, and he doesn't like being called the defendant. He's the defendant. You know.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
he is
like
a
answering
defendant.
questions right either.
And you know what? Just like Michael Cerrone, he got convicted of a hit and run, and he's a 50-degree felon. Proven fact. I did it myself.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
We all do our own crazy stuff, though. I mean, what's the highest felony you got, Nunzio?
I'm not sure.
I got a 2 one time.
I'm not sure. I don't remember those days.
Yeah,
Got a
my
felony.
You understand what I'm
uncle.
saying?
Nice.
My uncle did armed robbery many years ago. I was just a kid back then. And it was in Anchorage, Alaska. He robbed a bank, armed robbery.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
That's crazy, right?
He could have served a lifetime in
That's
prison
crazy.
if it wasn't for his own father, my grandfather, who was a former cop, former Navy man. Everything he did, everything he can to try to make sure his son didn't spend a lifetime in prison. And my uncle right now, he lives in Arkansas. He lives right.
Yeah, it's like a 15 to life sentence.
Yeah,
He
He spent some time in prison, but it was not. He had probation more than anything, though. He lucked out. He could have been a lot
Yeah, he
worse.
did 6 months, 5 years probation, right?
Something like that. I don't know exactly,
Yeah,
but
like you do like
Shiz,
85%
are
of
you?
your time.
Shiz,
I
are
know
you
about this
freaking
shit.
serious?
I know about this shit. My boy went through the same situation.
oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
Oh, yeah. I remember Kate was saying that too. She wanted to get Michael Cerrone. I was trying to find him. I was trying to go to the notification to see if he was, but I remember Mike said to me that he wasn't. He was offline, not feeling too good or something. But yeah. It's interesting. Kate she'll take people from the other side and bring them on her show. She doesn't care, you know.
Yeah, it's Kate.
I didn't think. I never thought I would be on Kate's show, to be honest with you. But I mean, I've been on Frauder Trolls. Then I went on Kate's show, and she said, "Rude now," like the name because she thought I was like a gangster or something. I'm not. You know, that's just my nickname. I had that nickname since I was in junior high. And it turned out that I'm not the original Rude Dog. It was my dad. Because we're both Rudies, and we got Rude Dog.
Yeah, I would think anybody named Rudy ends up being called Rude Dog at some point.
Well, it just depends. I've been other names too. You know what I mean? I've been called Rudy Boy. I've been called
fuck.
Little Rudy.
We got Liar Bug up in the room. Fuck.
Oh shit! Hey, you guys.
Ladybug.
Let's do something fun. If you
I'm not gonna harp on Ladybug because I don't know her or anything, and you know, like I said,
go ahead and
I don't do that.
Don't do
I'm
that
not
to
about
women.
that.
I don't do that.
No
to
way.
women.
Hey, I'll be nice to
she's
any
welcome
woman.
to hit the link and join if she wants. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
let her
No.
join.
So,
Hey, she
I'll
wants
be a
to
lot
join.
more civil than I was yesterday. I promise.
Oh yeah. You were a little. Michael. Okay, I'm hearing
I'm
what
fueled
shit.
by rage, Rudy. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm just fueled by rage and anger. What I got hit is a little Team Skeptic. If you guys want to watch a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's live right now. I see.
Yeah. That's why I was like,
Teams, let's see that. Team's the man.
Why not?
Let's
I like
watch it. Hell yeah.
I was gonna watch it on my big TV, but I'll watch it here with you guys.
Pay. They're trying to make
Talks
you
about
pay.
court.
So how did we get here if I
Let's
never
go ahead and go back a
if
little
I
bit.
provided my information to Vanessa's place?
We got here because you have never.
What are we watching
provided
now?
them anything.
Team Skeptic?
Skeptic. He's
With
doing a
what?
court
The
case.
murder trial?
He just put out a video right now.
Judge
Sovereign
Simpson
citizens,
just
arguments
ended
in
the Zoom
court.
hearing right there
Fawcett
and
versus Judge
scheduled it
Simpson.
for an in-person hearing. Now, there's something you should know before we get started. Judge Simpson is one of the coolest and most relatable judges in Michigan. As long as you're playing by the same rules.
I'm gonna mute myself because I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I don't want anybody hearing me pee or anything.
Come on, you don't want to do a Mike's room?
And color outside the line.
No, Michael
You
Strong
don't want to hear me
tonight.
pee.
Place for sale.
That would be
Yo,
messed
Mike,
up.
full back.
Alice Lane.
Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Do you speak here on behalf of the
Not
plaintiff?
welcome.
Sir, your name?
Sorry, Judge. Fellas Lane.
All right, this is the date
Ladybug, go suck on
for
somebody else's
non-jury
dick.
trial. And this is a
Yo.
non-payment of rent case.
Hey, Wabbit,
How
man.
much is
It's,
the-
it's afternoon.
Yeah, right? Like he came in hot. We were doing that last night.
$3,320.17.
We need to
Alright,
leave something for a little later, man.
Okay. Will do, brother. I'm sorry.
$3,320.17.
All right.
Hey, Your Honor,
Sir,
You heard what I
Dude,
said.
Cerrone is insulting everybody in the chat he can now, huh?
is
Is
there
that it?
any
He's just going
Yeah,
after
that's his-
everybody.
you owe?
Yeah, that's his MO.
no.
Of
If
course
he,
you
if
don't.
he keeps
But
it
to be
PG,
fair,
it's good
I
for
have
my
yet to
algorithm.
meet a sovereign citizen or American state national that feels like they should have to pay for the goods and services they consume.
Ooh,
You talking about me, Nova?
I was gonna ask to object what he was about to say as far as about the numbers.
Seriously?
I
Oh
was
my
saying
God.
loud, but you already answered the question. I mean, ask me the question.
Oh, he posted the link. Oh, no, wait.
Want me to, Your Honor?
Pardon?
We'll see.
I can break down the amount if you'd like me to.
Just one moment. We'll get to that.
Who's got the balls to come up?
Frankenfoot.
Sir?
Frankenfoot, come up here.
ask you-
Hey, I gotta agree, though. She has a banging body from what I
received
saw.
the documents from you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but-
pictures of her. She doesn't look bad at all.
I know. There's. I don't know if you ever heard of a butterface on Shameless. They said she's not good in the face, but she's got a hot smoking body. You know, she's got nasty looking teeth in the face.
Shameless.
She
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
She turned it, hey, dude, she turned her camera on and she smiled. Dude, she needs to go brush her teeth like for 2 months straight.
Oh, wow. Come on, man. Hey, somebody's got to bring the
I'm gonna be
picture
nice to
up.
Ladybug.
Well, let's get the picture. Yeah, I do want to see
Yep.
it.
So,
Banana, come on. Let's roll the picture.
I don't have the picture. I didn't
Hey,
take a picture of that.
Hey, I don't have pretty feet.
It
I got
wasn't.
big
It
ass
wasn't
feet.
my thing at the time. I was.
Oh, no,
I
Shiz,
wasn't
you're
aware it
beautiful.
existed.
you
Shiz is
reside in
beautiful
the
as hell.
That's at,
I've seen
I
Shiz.
just
She
thought
looks
I'm
like
saying-
Donna from that 70s show.
315B
She's very beautiful.
at 1000.
007 in the
reside
house. Good to see you.
That's my place of abode.
Well, you live there, right?
You ever see my face, lady?
I'm
Frankenbug? I mean, come on, it's been docs on your
Oh, Jane
Lover's
Blonde. I
channel.
like Jane Blonde. She's cool.
And my S.
I love Jane Blonde. She is cool.
Man, I don't have no place.
Well, don't worry. The natural man won't be homeless and alone for much longer, as the estate, or estate as the rest of us like to call it, hasn't been paying rent either, and will be joining you at the lunch dumpster after court.
Love you too,
Lunch
Jane.
dumpster.
Okay, so
I like Tim. He's funny as hell. I steal
He
some of
is
his
creative with the words. He's very creative.
Yeah, he's excellent, man. He's a smart dude.
If it, like, who
Oh,
the hell
yeah.
says, like, you know,
That's
lunch
sitting here,
dumpster connects it together and it's like, you know,
To my
you put
place
the
of
homeless
abode,
people
yeah.
in it.
which
Yeah,
is
basically.
where?
Planners place.
Okay, at the 315B.
The only other one that has these expressions is Tones Overthinks It, man. I like this dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever
he-
seen my
Yeah.
teeth there,
You have a
I
Frank and
love his
Bug?
animations.
And I'll give Mr. Wayne a copy also.
Thank you.
And Mr. Fantera, this would be your witness, is
Yes.
that correct? Okay, why don't we do this?
I'd be
Why don't we
nice
have
to the
her
ladies.
and
I'm not going to
Mr.
talk bad about
Jones
Ladybug. I don't know her, and
Thank you.
No, she's a
Hey.
dumb bitch.
No one is.
But I'm not going to call no woman of that. 'cause
Yeah, neither am I, Rudy. I think it's great that you do that.
Like,
Thank you.
we got to be civil with ladies, even if they are. Even like Mama June, I make fun of her, but I don't. I'll say I won't call her
Can I give you real quick context?
I'm respecting
We had a previous
Shiz.
last
Oh, I like
summer.
Shiz. Shiz is
Lauren.
Mr. Lane received
I
Sarah
like
funds.
Lauren too. I like him.
Yeah, I like Lauren too. Lauren's a good person.
I have
Never
a
had.
case number. I have a copy of the unsigned copy of the EOD.
Everybody has their qualities and their drawbacks, guys.
Oh
Everybody.
yeah.
September
Yeah,
9th.
Frankenfoot.
SOS paid his rent.
I think Mike, he's just got to
And it
learn to
left
be
us
nice.
all around.
007. I love her to death.
About $119.
Oh, did you hit the pause for a second, Banana?
So the balance, even though it doesn't show it on there,
Did you see? Did you in your when you were watching your restream from last night? You were making the moves on Cerrone. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it did make him feel uncomfortable.
I don't know. I thought it was funny.
He was fucking with him and he got scared a little bit. Like, oh no, I better watch it or else Ham Banana's gonna put his banana in me or something. That's what he's thinking.
It was a different
And then the lights
atmosphere,
go
man.
out, and then all the lights go out. You just hear me running around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Ham Banana name is actually from a cartoon where the guy's like a rapist. He just kind of rapes guys. So I mean, it is very on topic for my channel, sadly.
What was disturbing was Broken System wanted me to show my nipples or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, you fucking crazy!"
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Rudy's nipples. Yeah. Forget about that one.
Hell, turned on by from Ham Banana.
Hell, Ham Banana showed his nipples, and hell, he was actually fucking robbing him. Look at that. Woo!
Hey, like I said, I don't do that way. If it's a lady, that's different. I ain't gonna show mine in front of dudes, and some guy get his jollies off of it. Hell no.
Oh man, I forgot Dr. Dave was lurking though. Honestly, I honestly forgot about that.
Yeah.
Hey, who was that? Who was that chick with short blonde hair last night on panel?
He's got your fucking nipples now, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, the short hair
Right?
even yesterday.
You got him now.
Yeah, very late she came in.
Oh, with
towards
the
the
glasses?
end.
Was it with the
No,
glasses?
no, I don't know. Does she have glasses? I can't remember.
I think that was what's her name?
Ray?
Liliana.
Oh,
No, not Liliana.
Yeah, Liliana.
No, was it her?
Liliana.
No,
It must have been before me then.
No, we leave.
Oh no, you were here all night, Rudy.
Let's see.
Towards the end, there was a chick here with short blonde hair.
The only chick, but she had only an avatar to show. That was Liz. But she didn't show her face. She had her thing.
Right, yeah, just the avatar. Short
It was
blonde
just
hair.
the avatar. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, she's
Liz,
cool.
Lizard Breath. I believe.
Yeah, that's her name.
Lizard
Liz
Breath. Lizard Breath, yeah? That was her?
Yeah, well, that's her actual screen name. Yeah.
Oh, okay, now I know.
She was like, I was on Frauder Reaper. She was saying how I was doing when I was, up late with Hand Banana, and she was probably worried about Hand Banana too. Like, she was hoping he didn't drink too much and get real, shit faced or anything.
Didn't die or nothing,
Yeah, right. It's okay.
You're gonna have to put an automatic stopwatch on your streams, Banana Man, because when you pass out, somebody's gonna have to kill the stream, eh?
No, you guys are just gonna.
Yeah, it gets real bad.
I'm gonna stop this and just start doing some OnlyFans videos, and you guys.
No.
I'm gonna be on my phone doing things, and you guys are just gonna be watching me in the background, and it's gonna be all
yeah. Everybody was there, and then I was commentating. People were talking about you snoring and stuff.
Yeah, I snore a lot because I have a deviated septum. It's bad. I gotta be a mouth breather almost.
Can I agree with Michael Cerrone for just 1 minute? What he said, Frankenfoot is so nasty. Yeah, she showed her picture. That's the way she smoked.
Yeah, hold up.
That's why she's so mad about the pretty ladies coming in there. She's a nasty fucking
hold up.
biatch.
So did you just agree with Mike Cerrone? That's crazy, bro. Fuck
I
that
did.
dude. He's a
No, I
fucking
did.
snake.
I did agree with him because he spoke the truth on that. But do
What
I
did he
agree?
say?
Do I want to be his friend? I ain't gonna be his friend ever today, tomorrow, or the next day.
Yeah. Oh, like chili.
Yes, right?
I will smash
Yes.
mouth. I will smash mouth
I'll get there one
that
day.
guy 24/7, and I
You know
don't
what? I
care.
can see Chili doing OnlyFans. That would be messed up. That would be really messed up, though.
Should be shunned.
That's why you try to run everybody off Frankenfoot.
I think Chili, he's really made a clown of himself more than anybody. Well, between him and Regan Benson, they're one of the biggest clowns. But you know, Delete Lost, Jolito, he would do is make some gestures of giving head or whatever. It's pretty messed up, you know. I was like, God, it seems like you had experience in that, Jose Maria de Castro, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Yeah. I was like, man, I mean, he ought to just do gay porn or gay B movies.
Yeah, but yo, listen, Wabbit. You know, maybe instead of like, you know, arguing with the woman, maybe let the woman argue with the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I understand that, but she's talking about me, so why can't I talk about
Yeah,
her?
then the woman would take care of that. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of
All
us, like I don't have to. Yeah.
James,
Yeah.
James, hey 007, take care
Oh, we
of
lost
that.
Bean again. He dropped down again. I was like,
Hey.
who quit?
Take care of that for me, please. Speak the truth.
The true. You speak at the true.
Yeah, like when Joey had his
That's
lives and he has his
basically
chicks
what it is.
tearing each other
I'm
apart.
not
Joey ain't
inciting
doing
anything,
nothing.
but I
He's
think
just
the
like,
woman
okay.
should go after women, and the men should, you know, argue with men. Like,
Oh yeah.
men have no business in women's arguments.
Oh
You
no
know
way.
what I'm saying? And neither do
Hey guys,
women.
do you guys know who died today? Raquel Welch.
Oh.
Who's that?
It's
Raquel
for the
Welch.
older generation, man. She used to be our sex symbol when I grew up.
Wasn't she on? What was she on? She was like the poster on like the wall of like a movie.
Oh
Wasn't
man,
it?
she was hard in her days. Oof.
Oh,
Was she
that
Raquel?
Welch. Oh, was she an actress that was in like a model and all that? Did she get
Yeah,
Playboy too.
I think so.
Raquel
Yeah.
Welch.
And
Is it Raquel
yeah,
Welch? You mean?
yes.
Oh, she was in Playboy? I didn't know that.
If it's Raquel Welch, she was in Playboy.
Now I gotta see this.
Yeah, no kidding.
She's one of the most beautiful ladies. I had a Playboy thing that had one of the most beautiful ladies of all times. You know.
If it was in any type of porno, my guy.
I don't know if she was
Ham
in porno.
banana.
Playboy's not porn though.
Ham
She
banana.
didn't make pornos, man.
Ham
Well,
banana.
I mean, Playboy
Pull up
would
her
be like
centerfold.
porn, you know? So it would be like
It was
No,
not
you're saying
porno,
porn.
man. Everybody loved
No.
Playboy.
Penthouse and Hustler
Everybody
are
does.
more porn. But Playboy is just nudity.
Penthouse.
But
That was
Penthouse
porn.
shows-
That
they
was porn.
show- Yeah, they show chicks.
yes, I'm
scissoring each
using
other
like
arms and stuff.
I'm using it like broadly. I don't mean like they
and
were
Hustler too.
having,
Larry
they
Flint.
were doing, you know, the stuffs or whatever. I just mean like they were.
Larry
naked.
Flint was the man, and I don't know if he's still alive. He's on a wheelchair. He got shot so bad that he can't even like have sex with a woman at all. And he talks all kind of perverted shit.
I think he's
respect
dead
the
too,
guy.
isn't he? Larry Flint?
Oh my God! I've
me
got to
check.
agree with Dick Insider for the first time in my whole entire life. Yeah,
What
she
happened?
she looks 70, maybe 72, 73.
Dick Insider.
I don't know if I'd have that kind of name. That would be, you know, I'd be ridiculed by everybody. Let me
But I'm still banging in the fucking bikini, right?
You are? You are silly rabbit?
Oh no!
He sure is.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, he did die.
Got a visual image in my head. Oh Lord.
Larry Flint
Let it
did
out, my
die.
man. Let it out. Come clean. We don't shit shame.
He's riding a horse.
Alright.
Riding a horse in a yellow bikini.
I look so banging in
You
a
know what?
freaking bikini, right? Get the fuck out of here.
Larry Flint died last year. Yeah.
You might.
Yeah, he did die.
Dr. Dave might like it.
Yeah, rest in peace to Larry Flay. I mean, respect the guy. He might be a pervert, but you know, he was a genius.
Yep.
You know, so
Was-
you have to rest in peace to him. He was a great guy. He was a butterface guy, but he banged a whole lot of broads.
Well, so did you have
Yo,
to, that
Anna
sick old
Banana, what are
fuck.
we watching?
That's what I'm saying. You have to bang a
We
lot.
having conversation,
But, you know,
about
he might
this
be a
or
butterface-
something else, 'cause this
He was a
is
butterface guy,
confusing
but
at the
he
moment.
you know,
You know?
I'll be a butterface
This
guy.
is extremely confusing.
Bang a lot of broads,
Yeah.
like
I got
Not
you. Yeah,
very.
yo, but is this something we, you know?
Hey, you
Why
gotta
is
be
this guy
small.
sitting
That's
in
all that
court?
matters.
I was gonna show the show, but everybody started talking. So
All right,
everybody
let's go
started
see
talking.
the show.
All right, we'll watch the show. Let's get back to the show. Welcome to
This
the
guy,
show.
Amore.
Because we didn't actually get the
I don't know.
Till
It's
sometime
boring,
later.
man.
His rent
Let's
at
Team
the end of
Skeptic.
September
One.
was
One.
zero.
I know,
How
I
many
love
happened?
Team
So the
Skeptic,
total balance
but I want to
is
see
on there
Ladybug's face now.
is
Yeah, I do
$5
too.
rent at 5
If we could give it Vegas Valley
water,
or
sewer
all
bills,
good.
electric bills.
They
Oh,
would
I'm
There's
sure.
not
have
even
it.
any late
They would
fees.
have the
And
picture.
then there's 161 in court
Right,
costs.
use it again.
So I just wanted to clarify that, in fact,
Well, you still have your
none of
stream
this
from
goes
last night,
back
right?
past
Yeah,
September
it's
30th.
just channel members only.
In fact,
now.
if you, I don't know if you
You gotta
remember,
pay to see these nips.
we actually
Oh,
had the previous case. Mr. Lane had sued Peninsula Place seeking the return of all money he paid forever. And he denied that he owed money, but simultaneously applied for Sarah, and he denied he applied for Sarah. You verified with probably Aaron at the time that he had applied for Sarah. He ended up getting Sarah funds. He would not sign the COD, and then you basically gave him a choice. I'll enter the COD, or we'll have a trial and I'll give you a judgment. But it sounds like he's raising some of the same stuff now that he attempted to raise.
Your Honor, free to speak.
Go ahead, sir.
So, Your Honor, when I applied for, so at first I didn't know what I was applying for.
Then why would you apply for it, you moron? That's like the worst defense you can make. And we all know that you're lying since you moved in immediately after signing the contract, showing that you knew full well that the contract and exchange of goods would be legal tender on your end and a place to lay your empty shell of embarrassment on.
I love it. This was literally like why I put it as channel members only, because I was like,
let's see this shit,
Oh,
man. Don't be fucking letting me down here.
some people are gonna want to see it, and that video is like the only member one right now. The if you are a channel member, you actually see all the. Well, no, there's like 3 member ones besides that one, or 4, and they're all recent too. Nice.
It's only 99 cents, guys. I didn't know that.
It's very low, very low. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, thanks for becoming a member. And enjoy my nips.
I expect a picture. Dude, you owe me a picture now.
I gotta find it. I will find it for you. I will find it.
Theirs.
So when
Picture
I
of
applied
what?
for Sarah
Don't ask.
funding, I ended up giving my principal information, which was my name, my date of birth, and my social security number. Basically, I'm here today saying that I gave my principal to Peninsula Place and I've never received any consideration.
Your Honor, I don't understand what that means.
I
You're not
didn't
the only
understand
one.
that either.
Judge Simpson,
Like, what the fuck?
care to help out the attorney?
I again, I don't know what that means.
Wait, are you saying what our resident brain donor just said was bird salad?
Ladybug.
I like that.
Ladybug, I'm coming up with your picture here in a few
Can you
days.
tell us
Trust
when?
me.
Um,
That's
There's
a
your
yes or
picture.
no.
That's the picture.
Because I'll tell you, if you are,
mhm.
then we'll go
Oh,
ahead
that
with the
one?
trial.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
ladybug.
not,
I'll get
Trellis
it.
Lane,
Alright.
then I'm
Oh,
going
yeah,
to give them a
James
judgment by
Bond.
default
He
because
talks
Trellis
about
Lane
Moorish
hasn't
nationals.
shown.
I'm here on special appearance.
No,
Ugly
you can't
bitch.
do this. You are not an attorney at law because you can't appear for somebody else. So my question is,
Somebody
No,
else.
Hey,
is
Banana,
gonna
there's
do-
something wrong.
are you Trellis Lane?
What you mean?
Yes, Your Honor.
What you mean, son?
There's something wrong here. If you want to give memberships, it starts at $3.99, dude. There's something wrong in your math.
What? How's that work?
One membership, $3.99 here. That's not right. If it's 99 cents, there's something wrong here.
Yeah, I don't get that. What?
Is it like in where you at?
Let me see. Let's
Five
see what I
five
got.
memberships is $20, dude. That's $4. Wow.
Holy- What?
Yeah,
Where
I'm
you
telling
at?
you.
Where
Oh,
you
let me
at?
see. Why did? Hold on. It says they're blocked right now. Let me see.
I'm a member and I'm looking at gifting memberships, and that's what it says.
Oh, let's
It's
see.
way off.
Yeah, that is weird. That is way off because the sacrificial lambs are 99 cents.
Team
The cult
Skeptic is
member.
a.
The cult member.
Oh, don't talk about. Hey, no talking bad about Team Skeptic, okay? What he did was a long time ago, and he took ownership of what he did. He didn't say he was perfect or anything. Don't say that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that have had skeletons in their closet and everything, and
Who's saying that?
Dickens Snyder said, "Oh, he's a murderer or something." Killed.
Yeah, come on, man. That's uncalled
Fucking
for
asshole.
now.
What a fucking.
He really fessed up to everything that he did, man.
Yeah, he
That's-
apologized. He doesn't drink and drive, and obviously he learned.
No,
and
he doesn't.
That hurt him.
That
Obviously.
was a long time ago.
Why
That was
you
early
keep bringing
2000.
that up and hurting him.
This is over. That was over 20 years ago. It's understandable if it like 2 or 3 years ago, but this is fucking over 20 years ago.
Dude, look at all the members you got.
Did I get more?
Insider.
Oh,
If
yeah.
You said you were a liar. I'm saying you're being a
Oh,
fucking.
snap. I got another one. Yeah.
Nice.
2 more. You got 2 more.
People want to see my nips, I guess. Yeah, we got. They got Veen. They really just want to see me get drunk and fall asleep on camera, probably. I mean,
No. We want to see the membership only stuff.
Well, you basically get stuff early, but yeah, that one video thing's gonna be membership.
Dude, fix the membership gifting, and then there's more people coming. I'm telling you.
I will try. I will
drinks,
try. I
but
just don't know how.
He doesn't
to,
drink and drive, like we were saying, dude.
I'm looking at it, and it does look like something is wrong because it has like a red thing and it says block on the memberships.
He pled guilty.
I'll have to fix it in the next stream.
He didn't fight it, and so he wouldn't serve a long
thank
time.
you guys
or
for
something.
joining. I love it.
It wasn't like he was fighting it or anything. He took ownership of it. Dick Insider. He is a felon. Okay, no doubt. He said it. He took it. We don't need to know all the specifics. All we know is that he took ownership.
Hey, Rudy, are you a member?
No, I'm kind of broke.
Rudy's poor.
Well, shit, fix the membership gifting, Banana, and we fix that.
I will fix it. Hey, Silly Wabbit's a member. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got 4 members today. So
Hey,
far.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you guys.
You owe us a blowjob.
better call Josh.
Yeah, Josh will get a lot of customers. I told him about that. Hey, I heard about that, and Josh didn't even get mad or anything. He's just like,
"Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, that was kind of funny last night. We said, "Hey, Josh, I heard you're into that cock meat sandwich thing," and he was like, and he didn't even get pissed off. He was laughing and everything.
I mean, you gotta kind of be able to laugh about it.
It says Rudy doesn't have 99 cents. Must drink with Skeptic. I don't give a shit what he thinks. It's funny though. Oh yeah, I like Broader Trolls live stream too.
What they saying about Team Skeptic?
He was saying, "Oh, Rudy might as well just must drink with Skeptic."
Oh, geez.
Oh, I'm a drunk. Yeah, look at Skeptic drinks and stuff, and but look, he don't drink and drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's
he took ownership.
It would be like a big issue if I got drunk and then I was like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm out of here, grab my keys and just took off somewhere. That would have been dangerous.
It's a D-bag move to get on someone like that,
Yeah, for an accident that happened a long time ago,
Yeah.
Not only that, but for all these years he suffered, Come on.
Yeah, and obviously bringing it back up kind of would hurt a bit.
And Dick Insider, I know someone who was like, the sober grab we were trying to do. And these other guys, the cops are saying, if you're going to drink, but don't drive. They're 17, 18-year-olds, and then they decided to fuck up. And these 2 guys, I'm not going to say their names. One survived, the other one died, but he became a quadriplegic, not quadriplegic. He was a wheelchair bound, He can move his arms and arms only, but he can't move his legs. He used to be a skinny guy. Now he looks kind of like Joe from Family Guy. But he has big arms,
those little baby legs,
little skinny legs because of he's not.
Yeah, you can't use the
and he
muscles.
has really big arms. This guy
Nice.
was a baby face, skinny guy, but then when he was on the wheelchair, he was using nothing but arm, and his arms got really big. But
It's
you
like
know,
funny that Family Guy gets away with making that joke constantly. It's just about
yeah,
his
they
little
do.
legs
They
and just
say a lot of
dangling them around, strapping him up.
they
and
do say
everything.
some anti-Semitic stuff too, a little bit too. It's kind of,
Hey,
you know,
talking
even though
about
they have Jewish actors on their, you know,
Yeah.
talk, hey, talking about big arms. Talking about big
Yeah.
arms, Rudy. Do you
Yeah.
ever see how big Saul's arms are? Oh my
No.
God. No, Saul's.
Saul good?
Yeah, I never seen him.
He
Oh
says
my
he's
God.
swole like he used to be like a wrestler.
Yeah.
That's what he says. I don't know. I never seen the guy.
I don't know. I've seen some people with big arms. I've seen my dad. He had pretty big arms when I was a kid. He had 18 and a half inch arms. He was
Yeah.
5'3". He looked like freaking Wolverine, a Mexican Wolverine is what he looked like. I
So
remember
you
as a
like
kid, he
dudes
used to
with
hit
big
his
arms? Is that what it is?
When I used to hit my dad's arms, it was like hitting a rubber mallet. That's how hard his arms were, though. But you know, oh shoot.
Why are we talking about dudes' arms?
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
because
very
we were
off.
talking
That
about that,
happens
yeah.
sometimes. We'll go ahead and play
Yeah.
the video.
We're the arms.
We get very
Yeah, play the
distracted.
play the video.
We get very distracted around here.
So, Mr. Lane, October of 2022,
Mhm.
did you pay rent to the landlord?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and how did you pay that?
I'm paying with my credits that's on file. So I sent instructions back in May, basically to get my account zero every month.
To do what?
I sent instructions back in May, then I sent another one to December to the CEO,
The CEO of what?
American Campus Committees. Saying it right. So he's seen my email, so he's aware of what's going on. Basically, like I say, I'm looking for consideration. I have not been getting no consideration, no
Looking
adequate
for
consideration.
consideration?
Well, you get adequate consideration for the contract and any payment by virtue of the fact that you have a residence. So I don't think consideration is even an issue.
But yeah, I have several questions.
Well, you
Okay.
can go ahead and ask your questions, but I don't know. Let me just ask this. October 2022, how did you pay your rent?
I paid with my endorsed, took the bill, I endorsed it.
Did you give them cash?
They don't have,
We being whom?
I'm saying, it's a credit system, Your Honor,
So what?
credit system. We don't.
So who's in charge of this credit system?
So who's in charge?
Surely.
Credit system.
I mean, we haven't had money since 1933, the American Bacon Act.
We being whom? Who are you talking about when you say we haven't had money? Who is we?
As far as like the United States haven't had money since 19.
Oh, they definitely have, and I spent my share.
What an
Judge
idiot.
Simpson is not playing around today, so you're not going to get off telling him or anybody watching this video that money does not exist, especially when all of us would give a significant portion of ours to grant you and your fellow troglodytes the deportation that you deserve.
So I don't know. You're saying you gave them credit.
Yes.
In what form did you give them credit in the month of October 2022?
Then credit, I took the bill, which they give me a bill every month, which is a statement. I take the statement, if you want to, I can show you what
Yeah,
I'm doing.
I know what he's referring to. Can I show you?
Yeah.
All right, now everybody needs to pay close attention because the sovereign citizen rental scheme is about to be laid out in front of you in full glory, and not by a softard who's trying to get you to buy into their scam, but by a lawyer who's representing someone who's being scammed.
Well, show him, and then
I got copies for him. Here's what he's getting, Your Honor. We have a third-party billing company called Zigo. And so what they do is every month they bill the utilities. So he gets this bill, and then you'll see at the bottom what he writes is pay to the order of Peninsula Place. And so what he's taken, so for example, the top one says pay to the order of Peninsula Place, $662.12. That amount is his monthly rent plus the $123.12 in utilities that are at the top. There's 3 of these that I've attacked. So what he does is he cuts off the bottom and he mails that in as with instructions to pay to the order of Peninsula Place as if that's a check.
Have this marked as plaintiff's exhibit and 2. The ledger being
Joy!
Mr. Lane, you have a copy of what I've marked as plaintiff's exhibit 2. Is what Mr. Fantera described, is that correct? Is that what you do?
Yes, I'm accepting the credits that's given to me and I'm transferring it back.
Who's giving you this credit?
Oh, Dick Insider, read the chat.
So Peninsula Place, they're basically there.
All right, let's see.
So in the beginning, when I signed up with Peninsula Place, I gave my credit information. So those payments are supposed to come to me as credit.
The shit show is about to
What
begin.
payment?
The payments that's coming every month. So those payments, they're trying to hold me liable for it, and I'm taking the credits that I'm receiving. And
Oh,
dishing
enemy
it
is
back
here.
to Peninsula Plus.
Nobody's.
I have a.
Who's giving you credit?
You said who's giving me credit?
Yeah.
I have credit, Your Honor. I have a security interest
In what?
in this so-called contract with Peninsula Place.
What?
Okay.
Credit
But
from
who's
them?
giving you credit? Young man, you keep using these terms, payment, credit, and it seems to me as I'm listening to you that you're using them improperly. So my question is, have you paid anything to the plaintiff in US dollars or anything that evidences US dollars?
No, I haven't paid in US dollars. But
Or anything evidencing US dollars? Like
So
a
silly
check,
rabbit. First you pummel them and then you want him
credit
to be your
card?
admin?
Anything like that?
so
That
this
was
is
No, that's a yes or no.
big.
Can you repeat the question, Your Honor?
They
Have
made
you,
it up. They made it
let
up.
me just break it apart so we get it real clear. Have you paid for the months of October 2022, November 2022, December 2022, January 2023, or February of 2023? Have you paid to anything to Peninsula Place in US dollars?
No, Your Honor.
Have you paid anything to them that is evidence of an account which holds US dollars?
Yes, Your Honor.
What? And what account is it attached to?
Oh, hey, Mom.
You better be careful about answering my question. Because if you're telling me that you gave them or paid them something that evidences an account that can access US dollars, show it to me.
I'm sorry, Judge, but unless you brought your Black's Law Dictionary Narnia edition, you're not going to be able to understand any of that nonsense.
You said that's access to US dollars? Right here.
What is that? What Mr. Fantera just gave?
Yes,
How does that access US dollars?
because Your Honor, this account, I'm the holder and I have the interest.
Then show me the balance on that account.
They show you the balance?
Yep.
This shows you the balance.
No, you haven't shown me anything. Show me the balance on the account. If you give somebody something that evidences that they can access US dollars, then there is a balance on that account in terms of what you're giving them. Much as if somebody gave a check to them, they would be able to show the account for which they can then present that check and receive US dollars. Show me that account, Mr. Lane.
Like I said, Your Honor, I don't know what else you're asking for. This is the.
No, you know exactly what I'm asking.
Show me the money,
asking
bitch.
for something that's coming.
Right?
Something that evidences that by
This
that piece of
credit
paper
balance
that
you
you've
speak
given
of.
them, that they can access US dollars.
Okay. I don't have any other account besides this, Your Honor.
You don't have any what?
I said I don't have any other evidence besides this right here.
That does not show me that they can access US dollars.
Okay.
Where would they take that to, in your mind? Where would they take
In
that
your
to
mind.
access the United States dollars?
Put it on the ledger.
Where would they take it to?
Put it on a ledger.
To access US dollars.
So, okay. So, Your Honor, so I got a question. As far as
Ladybug, make Sally Wabbit kiss your foot.
relationships. It's sitting here.
I'll try to answer your question as soon as you answer mine.
Okay.
Where would they take it to access US dollars?
They would take it and take the check and put it on a ledger with my credit. Because if I owe something, Your Honor, it would be in the negative balance. How can I pay something that's in a positive balance? How can
You don't have a positive balance.
this is
You have given them a piece of paper that you yourself just said is a check. So where would they take that to access your account
so, Your Honor,
and receive US dollars?
Honor, they're acting in dishonor. They're taking it and they never said anything about or object to it. So it was off.
Oh, they're objecting now.
It'd be like, why are we here then, guys?
Where
You
would
know?
they take it, Mr. Lang?
So where would they take it? I mean, as far as they have a security deposit deposition bond. So they have it in a financial institution.
What financial institution
I'm not.
would they take it to get cash from your check, as you call it,
Yes.
that would then be debited from your account?
Oh, yeah.
Where would they take it?
Debited, so what about the credits, Your Honor?
I don't see a credit.
On this paper, it says credit, payments, and credits.
That's not what it means, to the extent it says that. You have no credit. Where would they take it to get US dollars?
So where would
This
they
judge
take
has
it?
a
They
lot
would
of
take it
patience,
out of my
man.
trust.
Right?
Yeah, he's
Out
very,
of
he's
your
got, he's a nice
trust.
guy.
Yes.
Where is this trust located?
We all have a trust in me.
It's like asking Joshua
Okay,
Lanato.
let's say
a question.
we all do. I'm not accepting your premise, but let's say we all do. Where is your trust located?
I'm not sure where it's located, Your Honor.
Well, that's because it's all in your head and you haven't been able to locate your brain for years now. You don't have a trust account with the Treasury. And believe me when I say this, nobody invested in you as a baby.
But
So if they wanted US dollars for this thing you purport to be a check, you can't tell them where to take it.
in the Treasury,
Which treasury?
the Treasury.
Oh, so they have to go to the US Treasury with this thing that purports to be a
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
They're pulling from the
They
Treasury.
were a
That's
Turkish,
why I
the
asked
Fed
why
had, that's a
Who's
Turkish
pulling
hat.
for the treasury.
What it really
Peninsula
is.
Place, Your Honor.
So Peninsula Place is pulling from the US Treasury.
I got the account attached to my name with my social and my information.
So they're pulling from the US Treasury because of that?
Say that again?
So because of that, they're pulling from the US Treasury?
They have to go to the US Treasury for that?
So this account.
Try
has
that.
my information
Try to get into the building to cash a check.
Which is showing that it's already prepaid. So what they're trying to do is make me, Peninsula is trying to make me repay.
You've never paid anything, so they're not trying to make you repay, they're trying to make you pay.
Honor. So how did we get here if I never provide, if I provided my information to Peninsula Place?
We got here because you have never provided them anything
Okay.
to pay on this account in US dollars or anything evidencing US dollars. That's how we're here for 5 months. You haven't done that.
Okay. So in the contract, it says payment and then specify what type of payment.
I'm sure that rental contract you signed had a dollar amount owed each month. The question is, was that dollar amount in legal tender or lead paint chips? Because sovereign citizens are only flushed with one of those, and it ain't money.
I'm asking you, have you paid
Monopoly
them
money.
in US dollars?
No, paid in credit.
But you have no credit.
Beyond this is
He has bad
In
credit.
order, hold on. Okay. In order to pay in credit, if you will,
Order to pay
must
in
have
credit.
something that evidences a balance on that credit. I've already asked you once. Why not? I'll ask you again. Show me something that evidences the credit.
that shows the credit, the birth certificate and the social security number showing my line of credit that I applied.
So how much is in that line of credit?
You say how much is in the line of credit?
Sure. If
Yes.
you got a line of credit, it's got to have a value. So how much is in it?
I believe everybody has $1 billion.
$1 billion.
I believe
Busting my ass on YouTube, making
Fucking
multiple
idiot.
videos a week when I got
Wow.
enough money in the bank to buy a Bugatti full of mini Bugattis.
I didn't ask everybody. I'm asking how much is in your line of credit?
$1 billion, man.
Well, what Peninsula Place,
Like,
whatever.
No, I'm asking you. You're saying that your birth certificate, your Social Security, you have a line of credit. I don't believe that to be the case, but what the heck? Let's ask you, how much is then in your line of credit?
The answer is 42, Judge. He has 42 crayons left in his lunchbox. How many free months of rent will that get him?
And he munches on them.
So if you're not sure how much is in there, and you give them this thing that evidences, as you're saying, just take this 1 month of $662.12, you don't know if that can be subtracted from that credit you supposedly have.
I'm believing at least $1 billion worth of credit.
At the least. At the least. I love it.
We all have credit.
Well, I'm not worried at this point about anybody else's
Well,
credit.
like
I'm worried about
$10.
yours. So you're saying you have $1 billion, but you have nothing that shows me that you have
Pay
$1
the
billion
rent.
worth of
Right?
Mr.
Like,
Lang,
just charge my $1 billion account.
think if it's
You'll know
claiming
why.
that you owe them $3,320.17.
A freaking mansion.
Tell me every reason why I should not give them a judgment for that amount.
That's going against Michigan
he's
Consumer
gonna buy
Protection
this.
Act.
What particular
What?
provision are you claiming of the Michigan Consumer Protection Act?
Michigan Consumer Protection Act against.
Purports to waive right benefit or immunity provided by laws by law unless a waiver in clearly state and the consumer has specified consent to it. I never gave no consent.
What have they
To
asked
pay the
you
rent?
to waive?
That we're
More
actually
national.
waived.
Right?
All
Like,
right.
why would you
The
send
what?
me them little fake checks?
As a consumer of what?
You said consumer
Dope.
of what?
Yeah.
Dope.
Of this contract,
What rights did they ask you to waive?
my interest.
What interest?
I have an interest in this so-called contract.
Oh, you do. You also have certain obligations under that contract.
So I have obligations.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like payment.
Okay. According to, like I said, landlord and tenant relationship, pay the landlord for all the rent arranged under this rental agreement. That's basically what I have the security deposit for.
No, your security deposit is not under Michigan law for that reason.
What
This
is-
guy needs to go on a noodle farm. That's about
That's
it.
what it says, security
He's
deposit.
just talking
This is
gibberish, a lot
There's
of
no
it,
security
yeah.
deposit under this list.
Yeah, he's out to lunch.
They do not require a security deposit. It's zero.
Okay. Even worse.
Under which
You don't have a security deposit.
Your security deposit's zero. You did not pay a security deposit when you moved in. This client.
How
does
did he
not
get in there?
reserve
you
security.
say,
Right?
all this.
How did he get so far
This
along?
where-
And even if you had one, the Security Deposit Act, you can't apply it.
Sorry.
So what other reason do you have why you don't owe this money?
And what other reason?
Yeah, you told me Landlord-Tenant Relationship Act, which you haven't pointed to a particular provision. You talked about a security deposit of which you have none, so that can't be a reason. I don't know, and you haven't pointed to anything under the Landlord-Tenant Relationship Act that would even be applicable in this particular case regarding the monies that you owe. You cited the Michigan Consumer Protection Act. There's been no benefit that they've denied you, no interest that they've denied you. So that can't apply. Give me anything else as to why you don't owe this.
It's too early. I can't get stoned yet. I don't get any of this.
Understand what else that you're looking for. Like I said,
I want you to tell
Basically,
me
just
every
like a
reason why I should not say
guy's
and
just
give them a
trying to stay
judgment for
alive.
this, the
Lost all his people already.
$3,320.17
That's
plus their
none.
cost.
so Your Honor, I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
Which part?
You saying, so how is this not like a contract of adhesion that is more beneficial to Peninsula Place?
I don't know what that meant.
How many thousands does it cost an hour to argue with that dude?
Right,
It's
dude?
two
This
parties,
is
and I consider
retarded. Like, this guy is just retarded.
the weaker part.
slow,
So
like-
they wrote this contract and all in the benefit for them.
Is this the
So
result
where did
of
I have
fighting
any
too
say
much?
so in this contract?
You had the ultimate say so when you had the pen in your hand with the full opportunity to not sign it.
Well, you had the big say so of no, you didn't have to sign it.
So ain't that false and misleading? They was never no.
No, that's not false and misleading.
It's supposed
They
to be
didn't,
disclosure.
they didn't force you to sign it. You signed it.
So I'm signing. So is this a long?
How long has this guy lived in this
No,
place? That's
you
what
are
I
not
want to
getting
know.
a loan
It
from
sounds
Peninsula
like
Place.
months.
You are renting an apartment.
Correct.
In consideration for the use of that apartment, which belongs to Peninsula Place, you're to pay them rent. You haven't for the last 5 months. Actually, you didn't pay
5
before then
months?
because Sarah paid it,
5
but
months.
you haven't paid rent for
Wow.
the last 5 months.
So 5 months, no paid rent, no deposit to get into the place. What the hell were these people thinking? Were they buying into this whole I have $1 billion in my account, don't worry, I'm good for it type thing? Like,
5 months. How did he get in it in the first place if they didn't get money? That's fault. That's their fault.
yeah, I feel like they are dumb for letting this happen, right?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, all bills are
nuts.
prepaid.
No, they're not. Your bill is not prepaid.
The bill's
Like I
not
said, it's
prepaid.
in the positive balance. If I owe anything, it will be in the negative.
I don't even know what that means because your positive versus negative is different.
In fact, they owe me money, Your Honor.
That
Try
my
that Uno
positive
reverse on them.
is
Yes, right now you're in the negative of about $3,320.17.
Your Honor, when I log into my portal, it shows a positive balance. I can't owe something in a positive balance. It's just if I log into my app on my mobile device to look at my bank account, it's in a positive balance.
Your bank account.
Because you haven't
Yes,
paid
it's a
anything to
positive
anybody, you
balance. If I owe
asshole.
So
anything,
you have the
Right.
money. So you have $3,320.17.
that's I'm giving the example.
That would be the biggest
What's
plot
giving
twist
an
if you
example?
really did have the money.
If I owe anything, it'll be in the negative.
I don't know what that means. You
So-
don't have a credit on this account. You owe them $33.20.17.
If I don't have a credit, Your Honor, how do they make up an account number with all my information? I had to give them something.
Yeah, you gave them your information.
I'm gonna go to my landlord. That's it. I'm gonna try this.
So in other words,
I got $1 billion. I gotta move.
repay them, which is already paid.
Pay to
You
the
never
U.S.
paid it.
trust.
But how many
They will
times
let
did you
you
saying
in.
it? You never paid it.
Like I said, Your Honor,
You've never paid anything since October.
I have federal questions.
Hail to the chief,
You have federal
baby.
questions. Okay, well, you can take those up where they'll hear those. I don't know what federal questions you have because every state question that you attempted to try to raise falls flat on its face. There's no violation of the Michigan Consumer Protection Act. There's no violation of the Truth in Renting Act. You haven't paid anything. You won't show me an account where that even evidences that you have the money. You haven't paid it.
So this account right here doesn't show my name, Your Honor.
You don't have an account. If you're talking about a financial account, you don't have an account. You haven't shown me one. I've asked you for it. You haven't shown it to me.
Like I said, the account is right here, Your Honor.
That's not your account.
So who account is it? It has my name on it.
That's my
You keep
name.
calling it an account. It is not an account. You'll have a lot of things that will have your name on them. They aren't your account.
They're tied into with me, and I have an.
You're tied to with
Okay.
I agree
You
with you
have an
guys.
interest, you
It's
can have all
stupid
of
to
that.
rent an
You have
apartment to someone who
nothing
didn't pay a
where they
deposit.
could go and get cash.
Yeah. They
That is
play
totally
themselves.
Nothing where they could go and get anything that would even remotely represent payment on this account. And you haven't done so for the last 5 months.
So, Your Honor, on this ledger, it say payments credit.
Look, I'm not going to sit up there and go back and forth with you on that. I've asked you just plain out. Tell me every reason why you don't think you owe this money.
So, Your Honor, I'm a responsible party, and I gave my endorsements. They accepted, and I'm demanding payment. They never gave me pay. Like I said, I have my birth certificate, I have the social security number showing that I am
You have a bank account.
a bank account. What does the bank account have to do with
Because
paying
that's
your
usually
bills?
how people pay.
What does the bank
All
account
I'm
have to do
doing
with
is
anything?
enforcing my rights.
I'm not sure which rights you think you're enforcing because I haven't heard one yet. Is there any other reason you believe that you don't owe this 33-20-17 that you have not already stated to me?
Any other reason?
Dude, how many more do you need?
He's like any other.
Trying to make me pay twice.
You gotta pay
he's
once
like,
before
how-
you pay twice, you idiot. And you
Love
haven't
it.
paid once in the last
Like
5
he's
months. I
offended.
just don't get where these people think that all these apartments and houses just sprout out of the ground magically for free on a first come, first served basis.
On credit.
Right?
Accepting.
My natural
and
born
not
$1 billion.
returning, Not saying anything,
Yeah.
but they're not accepting. So they've been taking.
I'm moving to Beverly Hills. That's
ever
it.
since
I got
started,
money.
Maybe March
I
last
think
year.
I'm going to Holland or somewhere.
Ma'am,
I want
your
one of
name
those
is
cliff, like by the
Jane,
cliff,
full name,
see the ocean down there.
Miss Hogan. And what is your position with Peninsula Place?
I'm the property general manager.
Okay. And you would be familiar with the books and ledger regarding this particular unit?
Yes.
You had an opportunity to review that prior to coming to court today. Is it true that $3,320.17 is the balance that's owed on this account?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
It's
Sir,
about
is there
time,
any other
man.
reason why you don't think you owe that money?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm about ready to rule.
Bro, I thought supposed to get a jury trial.
A jury trial.
I set this for trial sometime back.
He wants to prolong
In December.
this even more. He's crazy.
So are you waiving it for a non-jury trial?
Sir, you gave no objection nor requested a jury trial. So
Yeah, I gave no objection. Okay.
when I set the date on December 23rd, you gave
No way. He's granting it? No way.
And because you had not requested a jury trial at any given point.
What?
So I'm not even going to get into that. You waived that right.
Oh, he
Oh,
waited.
he
Any
waived
other
it.
reason
Okay,
why you
okay.
don't think you owe the money that's been testified to, sir?
Oh, Your Honor.
All right.
These guys
Mr.
are really
Kingsbury,
patient
forego
because of
closing
that.
argument.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, anything else you want to say to the court?
No, please,
I have
no.
Questions to appeal.
What is a court, Your Honor?
He's appealing. He's appealing.
As I enter my judgment, you'll be able to appeal.
I mean, like, he's gonna appeal before he even
You can
judges.
perfect it.
It's like I already
Yeah.
know.
Simpson
I
is
Yeah.
down. He knows, as well as everybody in that courtroom, except the defendant, that he couldn't spell appeal if he wanted to. Now let's listen to Judge Simpson deliver the verdict.
So the court, having heard the testimony in this case, the court would find that plaintiff has sustained their burden of showing that the defendant owes $3,320.17 in outstanding rent and charges on this account. And the court would order a judgment to the plaintiff in that amount, plus its cost. That would constitute then the redemption amount on this premises. The defendant would have 10 days to pay that, which means he would have to pay that by February 24th, or a writ of restitution or order of eviction may issue. I will sign a judgment.
Should I show it to Mr. Lane?
Show it to him if you like, or you can present it to the court. I've issued my judgment. The court has signed that judgment. Thank you.
All right, guys, that's the end of today's video. This was by far one of my favorite judges destroying a sovereign citizen in court videos I've ever seen. And I have several good ones lined up for you guys, including this golden gem.
What you're saying in essence is that I don't have any authority.
I'm asking you to prove your authority.
You're gonna get 30 days. Right now, you're gonna get 60 days if you have one more interruption to.
Your Honor, I do not wish to be held in contempt.
And it will be no early release. Maybe you may learn something from this, and that 30 days will give you an opportunity to go read. And it seems that you really need an education on how this stuff works, and I'm gonna give you one today.
So if you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. That looks good.
Oh yeah. Team is cool. I'm Team Skippy, and I'm
I gotta I can watch him do the little fade away.
You know what Team Skeptic sounds like? He sounds like that actor David Spade a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, he sounds exactly like David Spade a little bit. But,
I don't think so whatsoever, but whatever.
I don't remember exactly what David Spade's voice sounds like.
Remember
Honestly.
David Spade in Joe Dirt? He was in a lot of other movies.
you think of like the fucking crazy Joe Dirt one? You're like, yeah, that sounds like Team Skeptic.
But Team Skeptic, he sounds like him, and it's not like I'm not dissing him or anything. He just does, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. David Spade's
Oh,
like-
you mean teams? Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I can
sure.
see that resemblance. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, just the voice. He doesn't look like it. He just sounds like it. The voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, now I
So
wanna
what
watch
about
that
what about the eviction costs on that dude? Somebody asked here in the chat.
movie. Did they mention it? Like
No,
there was.
but-
They said something about the cost of everything.
Court
they have
costs.
To do. Yeah, court costs and everything. I'm thinking
Yeah.
that, but they didn't say
Well,
how
he's-
much it was, did they?
No, and he's not going to pay it. You know that.
And he gets kicked out.
Exactly. Well, the whole point of this is what, so that they can
That's
own
usually what happens is
some
with
kind of
squatters.
debt, I guess. That's it. They're not gonna
Or
get
bad.
money from the guy they did for 5 months.
It's going to cost these guys some money though, because you got to be careful who you rent to. You got to make sure their credit's fine. You got to know who they are. You can't just randomly accept someone. You have to really do your research. Because I've known someone that rented apartments, and this person was a girlfriend to my late uncle, and they said, as long as he's not there or living there, we'll rent to you, but not he can't be there, because they knew about my uncle. They know that this is my dad's brother, and she said she wouldn't, and she lied, and our friend ended up evicting her and everything, and there was damage to the apartment, everything from my late uncle.
Yeah.
Because when people rent apartments, with this, if you're running a good apartments, they're not cheap and everything. You put money into it and you rent to people who are very suspicious. You start losing more money. You have to. It's not an easy business in the apartment business.
Yeah,
it's really
The
brutal.
one where I live, they kind of just put everything together really crappy. It's just they're not worried about anybody destroying stuff because everything is just a piece of shit anyway.
Yeah,
I think I'm just assuming they really rarely ever check on anything other than the fire alarms.
I'll tell you something though. I was renting to someone. Originally, I was renting with a roommate, and I ended up having my mom moved in with me, everything. And she wasn't supposed to pay rent at all. But then when my roommate was out, then my mom became my roommate. And we moved from one apartment that was $650. And I paid a $400 pet deposit. I paid the pet deposit by myself because it's the dogs, My roommate only would pay half, When she moved out, she owed me some money, so we took some money from what she owed me, and I had to pay her the balance, of what, taking out what she owed me from the deposit money, and I paid her and everything, and that was the right thing to do, because we had a roommate agreement, and it was all good, there was no problems, and paid rent for a while. And then my mom decided to move to Alaska, and had to move out. And I also was struggling because of my chronic headache problems. But when I moved out, they were going to, because I paid a transfer fee for the apartments, and moved from a $650 apartment to a $700. Then the rent went up to $725.
When was this?
This was like in the 2000s, like 2000. Originally, I went in 2013 to 2018. I moved out in December of 2018, before 2019. And they were going to say they were only going to pay me like $500 when they actually owed me $1,180. Somewhere around there. So I did was they didn't know the agreement, because these were new managers and all that, and the new owners, because they switched owners and managements. So I got my rental agreement and everything, and I was about to ready to show it. Then all of a sudden they get all the work, and they're like, Rudy, you didn't cash that check or anything. I said, nope. It says, okay, what you do is just discard the check or give it to us, and we'll give you. And I said, it is the $1,180. And they said yes, because they knew that if I went to court against them, and I've been there for over 5 years, so if there's any damages to the apartment, it's natural wear and tear after 5 years in the state of California. And if I sued them, that $1,180 would actually double up in the state of California when you sue. And they did not want to do that, and I didn't want to do that either. I just wanted to get what was earned, that I deserved to get. So they paid me the full $1,180, and it was all good. It was all good.
Is that really true that after 5 years it's common damage?
Well, it's natural wear and tear. It depends. If it's excessive, no. But if it's like minor damage, it's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's wear and tear. And you know what's the funny thing is? The person that moved in and everything, he said they didn't fix nothing on that apartment. It was only the cleanest apartment out of all the apartments, because of me. When I moved out, I cleaned it really nice. And he said that they had to pay like $800-something more than what I was paying originally, and everything. And
wow!
I remember the guy. He was in my room, or my former room. He was doing on Facebook, said, "Hey, you're in my room, dude," and everything. It was, it was pretty crazy, but but I had to pay. I got that money, and that was all that mattered. I was smart enough to do it. I wasn't going to get ripped off, them taking my pet. What it is they had a lot of lousy tenants who kept the place like shit and everything, and they would take the whole deposit money, and then, and they'll just clean up the place. They won't even fix it up. They don't replace the carpet. The carpet needed replacement. It needed replacement before I even went to it. But it was a big, roomy apartment, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, little backyard, but, I liked it. I'll be honest with you.
Where do you live, in Northern California?
No, I live in the Central Valley of California.
Man, it's over here. You couldn't get that, on $1,000. A 2-bedroom place. No, 1-bedroom place here is $1,200.
Oh, it's like that now a little bit. You'd be lucky if you get an $800 or $900 apartment, whether it's a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom. It's gone up here too.
That's insane.
It is insane. My first apartment was $280 for a 1-bedroom studio apartment. And that was in early 2000.
Early 2000.
Yeah, $280 a month for rent.
Dude, I paid that in 1980 something, 86, $395 for a 1-bedroom apartment here.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I wish I was still that price.
And I was only making $500 at that time too, and I was going to school and everything. I enjoyed myself until I couldn't keep my job because I was a care provider for my mom and dad, both of them. But when my dad had gotten his Social Security, that threw things off, and he couldn't get Medi-Cal, and it was a Medi-Cal program with the IHS, and I ended up trying to get another job with like stupid Subway, which wasn't enough to pay rent, because it was like I get paid like for only 2 or 3 hours,
Yeah.
And that Subway jobs, they're, you'd be lucky to get 5 hours, It's crazy.
Isn't that amazing? Now they're making minimum wages $2,400 a month if you have 40 hours a week here.
Yeah, the minimum wage like I said, it doesn't really add revenue too much. It takes away from other jobs. You know, it doesn't help. It doesn't put revenue. People think it does, but it doesn't. That's why a lot of places, I mean, a lot of small businesses have been going out of business because of the increase of minimum wage. And, you know, when you
I
take
do. I remember my coat blanket, and I was like in it like that. I love it.
Banana, when I first started working, it was $2.65.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you mean nice? I
How
lived
much-
on credit, man. I had $1 billion credit. Nobody took me serious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My dad got paid something like that before too when he first well, not when he first worked. He worked as a kid too when he shouldn't have, you know, because my dad, he's 64 years old, but he worked as a kid picking grapes and cotton, you know.
Oh,
But,
wow.
you know, my first job when I was 15, I got paid $4.25. I was working at the Lemoore base, which is a Navy base. I was at the Navy Exchange area, and you know, I swept floors, cleaned a taco trailer, you know, where they had grease coming out sometimes, and get some kitty litter and degreaser, and I would clean that stuff up.
Ew.
Yeah, I did that. I mean, I did the job. I had no problem with it, you know. I was working, didn't give a shit. As long as I got paid money, yeah. Oh, my mom's saying something on Messenger. She says, yeah, my rent was $900 something. Oh, yeah. My mom's in
Dude, I was working 2 jobs when I
Yeah.
first started. Construction in the morning, at night in the hotel always.
Oh, yeah. My dad was.
I made more money in tips than I did on income.
Man, that's crazy.
That's the only way you could survive.
Yeah.
On minimum wage, nobody can survive on minimum wage
No, you
except for today. These days you can.
Yes and no, it depends. With minimum wage, you have to have like more than one job.
It was
sure, they
one
might have.
No, minimum
might
wage
have-
is $15 an hour, and it
Yeah, but
comes
they'll-
out to
but they'll work-
$2,400 a month. After taxes is what, 1,800?
Yeah, well, what they do is you don't get a much hours. You get the pay, but you don't get the big hours, and then
Yeah,
know.
that is another issue. Yeah,
yeah,
so they don't have
like
to
if you
pay
work at
insurance.
McDonald's, you get like 5 hours or something. So you'd have to do is go with none of the other minimum wage job. You have to do 2 minimum wage jobs to make up for a regular job because of the hours.
Yeah.
You might get the big pay, but you're not getting the hours. You know, because minimum wage
Yeah.
they don't go with a lot of hours. They're under 8 hours. You know, anything that's 8 hours or above, that's no longer minimum wage. You know.
Yeah, but now they're paying even the college here tuition.
Yeah.
I just went to KFC, dude. They're starting them at $16 an hour plus college tuition from day one.
What? That's
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I just went there. I just went there 2 days ago.
Awesome. That's crazy.
California.
That's nice. That's some
But you know,
Some woke
but you know what?
stuff right
Though, a lot of people are leaving though the valley though, like a lot of farmers, because of the things that are going on in here. I've heard of a farmer in Fresno. He decided to leave and go to Montana. That's how bad it gets, though. And we're a farm state. That's what we are. We're a farm agriculture state. We feed most of the United States. You know, a lot of people may not know this, but California is the highest agriculture state in the state. And if it was a country by itself, it'd be the 4th largest country in the world. That's California.
No, it's the 8th largest
Or eighth,
economy
okay,
in the
I'd
world.
say eighth, yeah.
In the world, the 8th largest economy. Yeah.
Yeah, economy. Yeah, that's impressive. But
That's impressive as hell, man.
But despite all that, though, our economic, like the depth and everything, is worse than Texas. Texas has a better. They're doing better than us, and that's sad. And they've went through a lot of shit, and they're doing better than we are because Texas doesn't pay like super high tech taxes like we do. We do have a lot of people, but
Well, it's a lot cheaper to live there too. Let's not forget that.
That's true too. Because they don't have high, like Hollywood and in LA and San Francisco, they're very high in cost of living. And in Hanford, which is where I live at, Central Valley, Kings County, Kings County.
Hey, we're very opinionated.
Kern County's in Bakersfield, and they're a little more expensive than Kings. But yeah.
So okay, so you live in a social area. So how much credit do you have? That's what I want to know.
I have no fucking idea.
We just watched the dude. Where was the case from anyway? What's state?
I don't know what state that sovereign citizen was from, but I have no idea. But he was making a fool of himself.
If he has $1 billion credit up there, I should have 10 billion down here.
He's just full of shit. I mean, I'm sorry. If I was a judge, I'd laugh my ass off. I'd laugh my ass so hard that I'd probably shit on myself just hearing that.
That judge was very patient, very.
Oh yeah.
No, that judge is nice. He's a cool guy. He looks like Danny Glover. I did say that.
But it costs more to have a court case heard, than him owing money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Probably.
I like the part with that judge. I saw his video with this one lady. She said she can't get her license because she's failed it. She says she could drive and everything, and this judge was cracking up laughing. He saw because she couldn't parallel park. He said, "What you got to do is work on that parallel parking and everything, and get your license." He says, "I'm not laughing at you. I'm actually laughing with you and everything." I mean, he was just cracking up laughing. This woman's like saying, "I just can't parallel park, but I can drive really good," And he was cracking up laughing. The judge, that same judge, I mean, I like that one. He says, just work on it, and you'll get your license and everything. It was funny. I enjoyed that though. It was funny because that judge, he's a nice guy. He helps people too.
I've just been reading the comments. I kind of wasn't listening to what you guys were saying.
Yeah, it's all right.
It was funny, man. They went on about my nips for a bit.
Yeah.
Came up with some pretty clever names about them. I like banana hammocks.
Yeah.
And my Spike came in. He was like, "Everybody be peaceful," and everybody was like, "No, Spike, no." Oh yeah, and Mike's, of course, doing what Mike do.
One thing I've been good at is I'm good at saving money, and I'm good at that. That's one thing I'm good at. Maybe not get the best of best jobs, but I'm good. When I get a job, I can really manage money.
Whoa. You better be getting a Hand Banana membership first.
No, when I was working, no, not now because of my chronic headache problems. It's a shitty thing.
Once I figure out the gifting thing, we'll, gift some memberships.
What the fuck?
I gotta try to figure it out though, because it looks like it has like a red square and it says blocked on one of them. So I gotta
tell my mom. She's messaging me on Messenger, and I'm like, message me here. I see her messages here. Oh, okay. I'll read her thing. What my mom said again. She's like, seen the show. This happened. She said she paid rent at $990 full rent. Pretty small apartment. Now the rent is $410, but the state helps. Minimum wage is going high because of inflation to get out of control. She said my first job was $3.50 an hour plus tips, and I made $100 a day on tips at the age of 13. That's my mom.
How old is your mom?
My mom's, I don't like to say it, but let's just say she's she's 62.
She's 62. Wait a minute. Her first job was $385. Mine was $265. And I'm younger than her.
$3.50 it was an hour. And
that's what I was asking.
You were getting.
My mom made $3.50 an hour.
Dang.
Now, my first job, I made
that was good then. Back then.
Was minimum wage though,
then, or was that bad?
But it wasn't minimum wage though. That's the difference. That job wasn't minimum wage though.
Oh, okay.
I made a shit ton in tips back then, not like today.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, my mom says sorry for commenting. Yeah, she should just comment right here instead of on Messenger because it makes my, my laptop go ding ding. And my dad said his first job was $2.35 an hour at age 16. Yeah.
I think my first job I got paid $7.50 and I worked at what was it? No. My first job I got paid $10 or $11. Then my second job, I got paid $7.50.
As a busser, I got paid $6.25, I think. Yeah. And I was like 19 years old. I was a busboy.
I was a busboy first.
Yeah.
With my
Oh, yeah.
265, but I made between $30 and $80 a night on tips.
Oh,
I
yeah.
worked in a white glove restaurant, 5 stars.
Oh yeah, I lived in a shitty Brooks Branch diner. They don't get. I remember one guy gave me $5. He says, "You know what? I know what it's like. Them waitresses, they will hold on their tips and not, get, because they're supposed to share their tips with the bussers. And here's
Yeah.
$5 to you and everything." He says, "I know what it's like and everything." This guy, because I've been a busser before,
Yeah.
And you know what? The waitresses liked me because I kept the place clean and everything. And when I was gone, they said, "Come on, Rudy, please come back," because
No, they do take
place-
good care of you, waitresses, if you do good for them, because they make more money
yeah.
that way. First,
Yeah, I did.
faster turnover.
Yeah, the most I've ever gotten in tips might have been $12 in one day. That's about it. Yeah, my mom was 62, and yeah, Alaska. That's my mom right there.
Nah, we were drinking when we were working always.
Yeah.
Dos Equis, I remember it specifically.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys do any crypto investing?
No, I don't understand it,
I've
Banana.
heard of
I
that.
looked at it. I want to go into Dogecoin, but I don't understand it, man. I don't know where to buy it. It's not clear to me.
You could.
I've heard
I
of
use
crypto.
the crypto.com. The app is like a blue app.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that one. Let's see.
You know what? I joined. Which one is the one that issues these cards, the metal Visa cards?
That might be the crypto.com one.
I got the Visa card from them.
Nice.
And that's like 2 years ago or something. I got it.
Oh.
But I never activated it.
Yeah, my mom said she lived in Alaska when she did these jobs. She did work as a kid in Alaska, but she was born in California, Shasta, California.
I thought Alaska was such a high-paying state.
Oh no, it's not. It's never been. California's way high paying.
Really? Because Alaska has all these
there's
oil incomes, right? They pay dividends every year to all the residents.
But they do not that much, but they have gold and all that. But what it is they have more jobs. But before, I mean, they're starting to get more jobs than before. Because when I was in Alaska, when I was a kid, it was so bad because I had seizure problems. I was sick that we moved out of Alaska because they had a hard time. Their medical was terrible. And I went to California, back to Hanford, California, where I was born. And I thought I was born in Alaska when I was a kid and everything, So we had to go back. I had seizures, earaches, and all this other stuff. I was sick.
Hey, wait a minute. You were born in Alaska? You might be Chili's brother.
No, I was born in Hanford. We moved to.
We got a rumor going here.
You do kind
That's
of.
it. Rudy's out it. That's it.
I see it. I can see it.
Nah,
you don't have to cry.
Nah, if I was related to Chili, I mean, if I was related to Chili, man, that would be a mistake. Yeah, and he couldn't be my brother. My dad couldn't back that shit up unless he banged his mama.
Let's see.
I don't understand it anyway. He says he's from Costa Rica, right?
Yeah,
but he's born in Alaska.
Colombia or something?
No, his family's from Colombia. His father.
Okay.
Colombia. Okay, sorry, Colombia.
Yeah, he's supposed to be from California. He said he went to high school in Palmer, Alaska, which is where my mom is living at right now.
I understood he was born in Alaska.
I don't know if he was born there, but
nothing is ever clear with that dude.
Right.
Oh,
he probably doesn't even know. Honestly, he doesn't even remember. He just makes shit up. He's been hit in the head a few times.
Maybe he was a hand-me-down baby.
He was the failed Power Ranger. I don't know. He's supposed to be the Black Ranger. I thought maybe he was the Pink Ranger.
He was a prom night dumpster baby. Yes.
He was a lunch. Yeah, he was a lunch dumpster. Remember, lunch dumpster.
The lunch dumpster. Yes. Oh yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. It's funny how people make fun of Chili. I mean, he did it to himself. Okay, nobody did it to him. He did it to himself. And he's getting what he deserved. Oh, my mom's saying, as a waitress at the time, I worked for it in soul food restaurant, and I had the owner said I don't have enough share my tips, but there's okay. I'm trying to, but there were no masks for ways and the
What?
I'm reading my mom's comment, but it like moved around real quick. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Then you read your mom's comment. I used to work in the restaurants just for the food. You know that?
Yeah, but she was there with no mask for a ways or a dishwasher. Oh, I don't know what she means on ways. I think she meant raise or I don't know. Sometimes her mom types a little too fast. Sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, forget about getting a raise. Forget about getting vacation. Ain't nothing like that.
No way. You just do the job until you get another job and replace it. That's how it's always been. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I did
Yeah.
when I left, stopped being a busser because I became a care provider and I made more money and I had better benefits. And, you know, yeah. Wait, okay.
You
now
know,
I'm
if
hearing
I
what
would
Brian
have,
says. Wait. Before I go, did I miss something? Jean Chavez, Rudy, is that your mom? Yep. That's my mom. Her name's Isla, but Jean is her middle name. I don't
oh,
know.
that's her. Okay, now I get it. Yeah, I was wondering who that was.
You know what I found out that Isla is? It's French. It's a French name. She thought it was Irish name, but it's not. But you know, a lot of us don't always have names that really go to our ethnic background sometimes.
No, we always had to share our tips.
Oh,
And then they started that shit, you know, to give the tips to the cooks on top of it.
Um,
And that's when I said, nah, that's time to go. No more for me.
yeah. The cooks are supposed to get paid a lot better money than everyone else, you know.
Well, that's how they did it, you know. They saved money by including them in the tip share, you know.
Yeah.
And that wasn't cool.
I mean, the crazy thing is, as a busser, I took over a dishwasher job, and I cleaned a mess of these chefs. They have shitty pans and all that. They don't even clean their shit. That's what pissed me off, though. A good cook always cleans, you know. If you know, if they cleaned it pretty good and I washed it, it would be easier to clean. It's hard, greasy shit. It was hard to get off, and I had to put elbow grease and just get that shit right off, you know.
That's a hard job, dishwasher, man. When they have to clean the cooking stations too, that is a hard job.
Okay. I was going back to my mom's comment because, you know, kind of like, I'm trying to scroll up a little bit. Yeah, it was good paying jobs, but unless you have a good job just a bit higher than other states, yeah, right now we get fantastic pay, but I can't work. Yeah, my mom can't work. She's disabled, you know. She's disabled. She gets, you know, Social Security. But, you know, she's worked for a long time, though. And my dad, he's worked for a long time, even as a kid and as an adult and everything. You know, my dad worked earlier where it's illegal, you know, to do jobs, you know, because there's child labor laws that were there. They didn't exist when my dad was a kid, you know. No bitters or dishwashers.
What's bitters?
What are bitters?
I have no idea.
Okay, Rudy's mom, what's bitters? Are you talking about boyfriends or what?
No, I think bitters. I think bitters are. I'm starting to think bitters are people who. I'm trying to think. I think bitters is. I don't know.
I have no clue what that is.
First, yeah, there's. I think there was no. I think she meant like extra bussers. I don't know. Because
bussier.
Yeah,
that still doesn't make sense.
Oh, bussers. That's what she meant. Bus boys or bus girls. You know, like my sister, she started out working at Brooks Ranch. My brother did too. Then he stopped and she was still there. Then I went there and they just learned that I was related to them. They found out I was a pretty hard worker too. And I remember a sheriff saw me lining up napkins and silverware together. He said, "You move like a card player, you know, like a card dealer, you know." The way I was moving that silverware so fast, I was going spoons, knife, and a fork, you know.
Oh Lord!
I cleaned fast too. I moved fast. I mopped floors and everything. And at the time, they had something that was a little illegal. They didn't have a punch in for your lunch, which they're supposed to do now by law. is when you do lunch, they tell you to take a break. You got either take a 15-minute break or a 30-minute lunch break. They're supposed to do that by law. Brooks Ranch didn't do that. When I went to McDonald's,
Right.
they told you to do that. You had to punch in and punch out, you know. They didn't do
They
that.
don't do that in regular restaurants. You
Yeah.
got to work through the shift.
Yeah, you do, but in some laws though, because this wasn't a real, it was a diner. It wasn't really a restaurant. It was just a small diner though.
I'm drinking so much water. Okay.
And that Brooks Ranch now is
I'm
called
at
the
that
Black
one.
Bear though.
I was up.
How come you don't drink Gatorade, Banana?
I don't have Gatorade. I just have water.
You should try vitamin water. Is pretty good too.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of electrolytes, man.
Yeah,
Pedialyte, that's what you need. Pedialyte, like for your
Pedialyte,
baby.
yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pedialyte.
The only
would
problem
bring
about
everything back.
Gatorade is the corn syrup sugar. That's the only bad thing about Gatorade, or even Powerade and all these other.
Oh yeah,
Gatorade.
they got a ton of shit in there.
But vitamin water doesn't have that much. It has sugar in it, but they don't use the corn syrup stuff though.
They're getting nasty in the chat.
But they're expensive. Vitamin waters, they're expensive though.
Oh yes, I do. I do. That's my plan. Yes, I do want to buy it. I'm sure and become a crypto king. God, that would be great. Then I could really fund my cult. Yeah.
You know what? There is a substitute for Gatorade though, a natural supplement for electrolytes. Oh, good night, Brian. Is coconut milk is a substitute for Gatorade.
Wait, it was like 5 p.m.
Yeah. I think he lives on the East Coast.
Good night, Brian.
Yeah.
Good night, Brian.
Brian's a cool guy.
Bye, Brian. I love you, Brian.
Okay, there.
Okay, too far, too far.
No, who told you last? Who told you last night? I love you, dude.
Mike Cerrone.
Is that the one? I can't remember anymore. Somebody said it. I'm going like, what?
I was like trying to, hook up with.
It's like Head Banana was going Deadpool. You know when Deadpool got stabbed in the head by the Juggernaut? They had some homosexual overtones towards Colossus. It was funny. I liked it. It was funny.
It's just really fun to freak people out.
Yeah, I mean, you know when like Deadpool sees his woman Vanessa in heaven, and she's like, he tells her, "Don't fuck Elvis," and she says, "Don't fuck Colossus." He goes, "What?" But yeah, that's pretty funny.
You're all bananas. We're all bananas down here.
Remember that song "Bananas in Pajamas"? Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, we made a messed up song. It's called "Bananas in Pajamas Have Purple Pubic Hairs." That's pretty messed up. We said some messed up shit. Even Barney the Purple Dinosaur. You know that song, "I love you, you love me." Well, I hate you, you hate me. Let's go hang Barney from the tree with a knife.
We have it on Good Authority.
Now that purple freak is dead. You know,
Spike actually kicks dogs.
Wow, this chat is evolving in intelligence. Wow.
It's just going in random ass ways. So I'm just watching.
Oh, Mike is Rudy? No.
Yeah. Everybody's everybody here now in the chat.
Everybody.
Okay,
He
thinks I'm Mike Cerrone or something. Okay, I'm going to show my face.
I keep telling everybody that I am these accounts, even though everybody knows I only have like 2 accounts.
Yeah, I'm not Mike Cerrone. Well, yeah, Nevada is Pacific time zone. It definitely is. I know there was an argument between Joey of Vegas Valley and some other guys.
Rudy.
Oh yeah, what was it called? Rudy from Sean Astin played as Rudiger.
Hey, I need some clarification here.
Yeah.
What happened? Supposedly, Joey was going to go on a probation hearing on the 23rd. Now he has surgery. Now I'm hearing last night that it's the 27th.
I have no idea.
So what's the truth?
I have no idea.
I didn't know he had a probation hearing at all. Why would he have a
hearing
for his probation?
Well, his probation should be up because I'm just looking at the research I did from the news and all that. That's where
right. That's what I thought.
Unless he violated his probation, then he shouldn't be having any kind of hearing.
If he made any violations to his probation, then yeah, that's different. If he did that last year,
Yeah.
But,
well, that's what I'm thinking this is about.
Maybe. Yeah, I like that movie.
That's the hearsay. That's the rumor,
When
like I said, I don't go by rumors. I go by facts. I don't know.
But that's why I'm asking if you know any facts.
I have no idea. Like I said, I don't know. You can You can ask Joey himself, or if you can look up the records or something. You can look up records, like look his name up on, if he's on anything, and you probably might not find anything, But like I said, and I'm not standing up for Joey because I don't like that asshole, but I
I'm
ain't
not.
gonna say something that's not true though. I'm gonna say something that has facts to back it up,
That's why I'm asking.
Because
And
I
I'm
have
not
no
going
idea.
over there to ask him, no, because he wouldn't tell me the truth anyway.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he won't.
He would just sit
Because
there.
he could be telling the truth and you wouldn't believe it. Because when you're a liar, you don't believe nothing. You have
His
no
credibility is gone so far by now.
Yeah, I mean,
No
look,
matter what he
you're-
says, it's take with a grain of salt.
There are felons who redeem themselves, and there's some that don't. And he never redeemed himself. Okay, he committed a crime in 2017. That's still not too far from. It's still within that area. And then he's still doxing people and all that. He has not learned his lesson. He hasn't learned anything. He's just not making those bomb threats like he did in New York. And they had him extradited all the way to Manhattan, New York. I read the paper that he was.
Rudy, hey Rudy, you don't sound like you have been redeemed yet. I think you should go. You should go. You need to be redeemed, my man.
Well, like I said, like I said, I'm not a perfect person, but one thing I don't have is a criminal record. I don't. Yeah. My brother doesn't. My sister doesn't. And a lot of my uncles on my dad's side, they've all done time. They're all been to prison, jail, and everything. And when the crazy part is, about 5 out of the 6 brothers of my dad have passed away. There's only one brother alive of my dad's, and my dad went through really hardship, and it hurts when you lose those brothers, older and younger.
If you were a criminal and you changed, then I'm all for it. But if you don't change, man, then it's a different story. And we have a lot of here on YouTube that haven't changed yet.
Yeah, there are guys that change, like Team Skeptic. He changed. He made a bad decision. He wasn't trying to be a criminal. He made a bad choice. He made a bad choice and everything, But he redeemed himself. That was over 20-something odd years ago. That's old news, And he's a cool guy and everything. I like Team Skeptic. And it's shitty when people talk shit about him, but you know what? You know what he does? He doesn't give a fucking shit about what people think. That's what he does. He says, you know what? They can say all this shit. It don't bother me at all. And that's cool of Team.
What? Silly Webbit, what is this here with a probation hearing now?
But okay, what dick killed his dog though? What dick killed his dog? See, I don't know. You're using a pronoun because you said Rudy, that dick. I guess dick has to be almost like a pronoun. But what dick is it? Are you talking about Joey or are you talking about someone else? I don't know who you're talking about.
Who are you addressing?
I'm talking about Eric Lawless. He says, Rudy, that dick killed his dog.
Oh, he's talking about Banana. That's what he's doing.
No, he didn't. I don't think so. No, one thing I am is I'm protective of my animals. They're my dog is family and everything.
They always are. They grow on you. They become you.
Yeah. Oh yes, they do. Yeah. I mean, I cried 3 days straight when our family dog Chi-Chi had passed away. We had her since she was a little puppy, and she lived to be 14 years old. And she had seizures and all kinds of problems. And I cried 3 days straight, And it's not easy, There's my mom says, oh, Rudy, some girl said you sound like Joey. I was thinking, oh, gosh, not Joey. I wouldn't know the truth about it. Well, New York, he talked with a New York.
Has anybody ever seen Joey on camera?
Have you ever seen Joey?
Joey.
Oh, I'm a gangster. I'm going to slap the shit out of that Rudy guy,
Told you he's talking about Banana.
Joey is going to jail. Mike says he's going to jail. Like I said, maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong, Mike. I don't know for a fact. I'm not going to say you're right, and I'm not going to say you're wrong. I don't know. I don't think he's going to go to jail. I think when he goes to jail, it's because he does something really stupid.
I would not be surprised if he did.
Yeah, I can't.
I would shave my head. Surprised if he did.
I'd have to shave my head bald, and I'd have to paint my skin really white, and then be on my knees and put the shoes on top of my knees and everything. And then I'm Joey.
I was like, I thought this was going weird when you started saying
Oh, I'm just joking around.
I was like, whoa, this is gonna get really weird. You're gonna
My
be
favorite
Joey
thing
in
is Rudy's
prison.
reading every comment.
Okay,
No,
so
I don't
read
read
it.
every comment.
Hey,
though.
hey, read it here. Silly Rabbit is saying he has proof on the 27th of this month. He's going for probation violation.
Okay. Well,
What did he do?
Nice.
Nice. Show us the proof.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
You know, what I want to see is that somebody's going to be in court actually and, give us the lowdown on this shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Is this gonna be like on a Zoom or something? Is this a real
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I would watch it.
Yeah.
Right?
I do
I
know
would
they got
too.
into a fight with
See
a
him looking all
70-something-year-old
crazy in
man.
court, that dead
You
stare.
ever
know?
see Joey fight somebody?
Love it.
He actually got in a fight with some 70-year-old man that was some truck driver, or like he was. I don't know if
Yeah,
it was
he
one of
couldn't
them.
get him. I know he couldn't get him, man.
He tried. He couldn't even knock him out. I mean, it was dumb. They both looked dumb when they were fighting. It
Yeah.
was like seeing two schoolgirls fight. I mean, it was like Jerry Springer. There was no winner. Go, oh, I got a good punch. He does not know how to fight, man. If he went up with me, man, he'd get knocked out in 1 second. I'm sorry, he does not know how to fight. He puts his hands up like he's looks like the Irish guy from like this and everything, like this. Like
I
this.
love doing that. The little leprechaun. Come on.
I mean, he's shown so many openings that
What the weird do?
I would just say, bam, knock that little guy out. But I'd look like a dick because I knocked down a little sad little old 54-year-old man.
There's one thing. Joey is in shape, but he does not present himself as a fighter.
No, he's not a fighter. He's kind of skinny to me. He is kind of skinny. He says he's 5'8" and 160 pounds. I think he's
No, I don't think so.
I think he's about maybe 120 or 130, and he's 5'2" or 5'3".
Shit, if you see him in a chair, the headrest is higher than him.
Yeah, he's not tall. He said, "Oh, my driver's license, California says it." Well, driver's license don't mean shit. They don't measure you in California.
That's right. They just ask you.
I could say I'm 7'5" and I weigh like 450 pounds and everything.
I'm a billionaire.
I got $1 billion in my trust account. Yeah.
Hey, can I share a screen? Can I share a screen here real quick?
Yeah, go for it. I want to see it, man.
Okay.
What you got? I got like 5 more minutes, you guys, and then I'm gonna have to head out of here.
What the hell?
I'm gonna get out of here too because I gotta
I'll
go to
get back
work.
on a little bit later.
I gotta go work myself.
Man, let's see some of these things you guys think about me.
I just paid for this channel, man. I want some service. Are you kidding me?
If you can share that, if you can
You'll
share
have
that,
to you'll have to manscape them, hand banana.
Let's see. Oh, that's a different
Right there
channel.
you go.
Shaving with Brian.
I'm playing with you guys.
What is it? Hold it. Don't move it.
New York Supreme Court. So it's from New York.
In New York.
Joseph Amico. Time is the date.
Isn't that the case where Munzio is suing him?
February 27th.
Yes.
So that would be what
this month.
Munzio is suing him. That's not a probation violation. Oh yeah, it could be.
This one says violation of probation. Judge.
Nah.
Award. These are other dates for different.
So originally it was on the 23rd. He went into surgery to avoid the case, and they put it on the 27th. So he could get in there.
Well, the
Nice.
thing is, he doesn't live in New York, so he's not gonna go to this either way. This ain't.
No, he don't have to. He can go on Zoom.
I don't think he's gonna show up to this at all. I don't think he will be there.
Oh, if he doesn't, then they'll have a warrant for his arrest. If he does,
that's what I would assume would happen. I think
he's gonna do a Zoom. That's what he'll do.
You see,
if you have a lawyer, you don't have to show up, right?
He does. We want that Zoom link. Yes, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I come with receipts. Trust me.
Well, so he has a court hearing on the 27th, which isn't too far away.
No.
So,
you know what gets? Hey guys, hold on a second here. It says Amico Joseph. It doesn't say D Amico. Isn't that what his name? Last name is D
No, it's
Amico.
Amico. It's Amico. It's not.
Oh,
D.
okay. Just want to make sure.
His name
Yeah,
is
that's
Joseph
him
Amico.
for real. I can
Here's
scroll
the,
down
the
so you
cash
can see
code. The
all
cash
the.
code.
Hold on, Angel. You see that? The
Damn. That's a
trial.
That's all his shit?
Damn.
Wow.
And warrants ordered, adjourned temporary protection orders. Dude, like, and he gives everybody else shit. I was like,
22, 23. Wow.
Am I lying?
It doesn't look like it.
Looks
It
very
looks like
legitimate.
you're on
Case number.
It looks like you're on the actual site that we could all probably
Yeah, it looks
look
very
up
legitimate.
ourselves and check this out.
Hey, Angel, I'll put it in private chat where you can look at it yourself.
Alrighty, sounds
That'd be-
good. Yeah, just put it in the chat. I'll collect it right now. But I do gotta get out of here, you guys. I got to do some stuff.
Wait a minute. As a paid member, we expect tonight the picture of Ladybug.
Yeah.
That's also
yes, you will. Yes, you will. Well, maybe not. Maybe not tonight. Maybe not tonight because I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, whenever you
Who does?
can. You know, you're the only one that probably has access to it. So.
Well,
no, you have it, Banana. You got the picture in your stream.
I don't have it.
The stream from last night, it was said.
Yeah, she's uglier than fuck.
Was she?
I don't judge women if they, you know. I don't care for
Wait,
women.
was Ladybug on the panel last night? Like in the thing? Like I didn't.
No,
she wasn't.
This was like maybe a month ago.
Yeah. What we're talking about is from.
Like okay. Yeah, never mind then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a month ago, maybe a month and a
I
half
didn't.
ago.
I heard about it. You know, people told me about it, but I never actually pursued it because I was just like, I really don't care. You know, so
That's
I
why
just didn't. Yeah, but now
that's why she talks so nasty to like Lauren and everybody else.
Yeah, she's jealous.
She's just so jealous.
Maybe.
Okay, then we see each other tonight, huh?
Yeah.
What time
maybe.
you coming back, Banana?
A couple hours, maybe like.
Oh, wait a minute. No. We're paying for this. We want show times, man. We need show times here.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
not
we
very
need show time
professional at all.
Prick.
We are
It's red carpet premieres, man, from now on.
That would be nice if it operated like a very professional show. I could actually make myself an intro. A little bit.
Hey, Banana, did you see that private chat I sent you?
Oh yeah, let me check that. Okay.
And it's like a www.thatname.com. You can find